near and dear to our heart with a Super Bowl victory, was one of the officials. Patrick Mahomes will not play today, but he is suited up and will be a captain, along with Harrison Butker and Nick Bolton, as they take the walk to the painted arrowhead at the center of the field for this coin toss. And we'll pick up around here very shortly, and let's do that now.
Never seen anything like it. Joshua Baez, 3 at-bats, 3 home runs.
Good afternoon, captains. Welcome to the 2026 season and today's game. My name's Ron Torpert. I'll be your referee today. Here's the coin that we will use. The side with the NFL logo is heads. The side with my number 62 is tails. That side is heads. That's tails. Los Angeles, you are the visitors today. What's your call? Tails. Tails is the call. Tails is the call. It's heads. Kansas City's won the toss, the further choice in the second half. That's where you want to kick. That way, stay where you are.
You heard what the Chiefs have decided to do with the coin toss. And Ready Services brings you the coin toss all year, keeping Kansas City comfortable with over 65 years of honest plumbing, drain cleaning, and HVAC service. Visit ReadyServices.com. Let's go down to the sideline. Here's Josh Klingler. First of all, is Kingsley Suam-Atia okay?
Yeah, this doesn't happen often, guys, all right? So the guys were coming out of the tunnel all together. They weren't introducing players like they do like in a regular season game. So everybody coming out the same. I don't know if he got caught up in something, but Kingsley was hobbling, came back to the bench area, been doing some stretching, kind of walking. He's kind of waved off the trainers a couple times, says, I'm okay. So it looks like he's going to play. But I've never seen that. Maybe an injury coming down the tunnel. So hopefully not a foreshadowing anything to come. We caught a break actually a little bit with the weather. 88 degrees here at kickoff, the real feel at 99, but they were projecting mid-upper 90s and over 100-degree heat index, so a little bit cooler. The clouds have stayed here at Arrowhead Stadium, so a little bit catching a break in terms of heat because a lot of guys are going to be playing a lot of snaps here today, especially the second and third stringers.
The opening kickoff brought to you by the University of Kansas Health System, the official healthcare provider of the Chiefs. Get the best care in the kingdom from a healthcare team that goes the distance for you. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs. The Rams are interestingly you have to have at least 5 with the toe on the 35 of the receiving team. 5 yards away are the Chiefs coverage guys. They have decided to put 8 guys on that line. And the kick is taken in the landing zone at the 3. Right return, peeling back left, and the Chiefs cover it very well at the 27-yard line. Screeching down the field was Tyreek Smith, who's making a bid to try to make this team as a linebacker special teams guy. Also, Kevin Knowles was down there as well, as Mario Williams was the returner. So the Chiefs defensively will give you the starters here defensively for Kansas City. And they're going to start Chris Jones in the middle along with Kairos Tonga. Felix Anudike-Uzama, former Lee Summit and K-State star at left defensive end. George Karlaftis right defensive end. Chiefs are in the nickel. Christian Roland Wallace is the slot. Nick Bolton at a linebacker and a right side run. Plows into the left side of the Chiefs defense going nowhere. Maybe a yard and a half as that left side stiffened up. Felix Anudike-Uzama over there along with Chris Jones. Jaden Hicks will start at safety instead of Chamari Carter will set this one out. The left corner is Noel Williams. The right corner is Melvin Smith, Division II player who's had a lot of reps in St. Joseph. And Eloy Gilman, the former Charger, is now free safety for Kansas City. Jarquez Hunter is the running back for the Rams. And as Stetson Bennett IV, famous for his run in 2 straight national titles at Georgia, is starting at quarterback. 4-yard run on a middle run, so it's third down right out of the gate. A chance for the Chiefs to get off the field. 3rd and 3 for Los Angeles.
Like the activity I see from Jeffrey Bossa at that linebacker position. A draft pick last year out of Oregon. Primarily played special teams, but I think he has the speed that Spags would like to see on the field. So he'll have ample opportunity today.
Bennett out of the shotgun. Slant pattern incomplete. And well covered and right out of the gate. A play that was not made a year ago very often. Noel Williams, aggressive on covering the slant, and the Rams will be 3 and out. The defensive starters, by the way, were brought to you by the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2, training quality craftspeople for today and the future. Music to my ears and greatness to my eyes to see a slant covered on 3rd and 3.
Absolutely. Good to see Noel Williams starting this season off where he left off last year. Very aggressive play and bump and run.
The punt, Ethan Evans out of Wingate, almost blocked. As back is Nico Remigio to take this at the 9. Moves to the right side and gets a block. Angles 15 to the 20. And then gets up to the 27-yard line in front of the Chiefs bench and gets a decent return of 18 yards. And the Chiefs will take over their first drive after a 3-and-out by the Rams. 57-yard punt, 18 yards on the return, and nets out at 39. So here's the offensive starters for Kansas City, brought to you by Club Car Wash, official car wash of the Kansas City Chiefs. Right tackle will be Jalen Moore. Khalil Benson, we're going to watch him closely today. We'll let you know what's going on with the rookie out of Indiana, while Creed Humphrey, the all-pro center, mans that spot. Kingsley Suama'atia will be at the left guard position, and Josh Simmons is at left tackle. Quarterback, Justin Fields on first down with a bootleg play, complete to the right boundary. As coming back to the ball was Jalen Royals. So a bootleg left, but the Chiefs playing the offensive line. Again, Trey Smith is out, but Khalil Benson plays right guard.
Yeah, love to see that. The undrafted rookie really has made a splash during training camp this year, opened up a lot of eyes, so he'll have ample opportunity today against a team in a different jersey, showcase that physicality.
Gain of 6 by Royals on the bootleg throw to the far boundary. Now in the pocket, they're going to run a screen. It comes near side. Brashard Smith, jitterbug move. Now a second, 40-yard line, first down, dragged down at the 41, his own. But it's a pickup of 8 yards and another good sign with Brashard Smith making something out of a actually initially well-defended play by the Rams.
Yeah, this was something at a less than nothing, because if he's tackled upon the catch, it's a loss of yardage. But to be able to showcase that skill in the open field, he evaded 1, 2, 3 different guys, show some physicality upon getting tackled, but a first down.
Justin Fields, the former first-round pick of the Chicago Bears, under center. And Brashard Smith gets a left side run this time from his own 41, and he'll get to the 44 for a gain of 3 yards at the left side numbers. As Desjuan Johnson covers for the Rams. So already the Chiefs get a 3-and-out covering a slant on a 3rd and 3 attempt and get a big play, and now they're moving down the field. 3 minutes into the game, no score.
Love to see the physicality at the point of attack. Kingsley Suama'atia downfield, blocking beyond the echo of the whistle.
4-man front for the Rams. Creed Humphrey ready to snap it to Justin Fields. They fake to Smith, come right side. Cyrus Allen, downfield block, wide receiver screen, and into Rams territory across the 45. And down to the 42, it's going to be offensive pass interference on the Chiefs. It's going to wipe out the 14-yard screen.
Pass interference. Offense number 11. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Jalen Royals will be called for the penalty. As a wide receiver screen, that's a tough call here on the boundary.
Yeah, you just have to be able to act a little bit better if you're Jalen Royals. Look like you're running a route and then engage the defensive back. If you engage too early, it can be called pass interference. A judgment call there goes against the Chiefs.
Make it 2nd and 17 for Justin Fields. Remember, the Bears traded up to get Fields after his career at Ohio State. It's where he ended after transferring, but now he's got 2nd and 17 at his own 34. The Chiefs will run a draw as Brashard Smith trying to wiggle outside and won't. Scraping down the line of scrimmage was Nick Anderson, a safety, a rookie out of Wake Forest, loss of 2. So now Justin Fields has 3rd and 18 at his own 33, no score.
And negative play. A lot of positivity happening on this first drive, but that one play puts them behind the 8 ball here, 3rd and extra long. See if he can air it out. Maybe a screen called here by the Chiefs.
Fields has been a better runner than a receiver. He's actually got 8 NFL records as a running quarterback. 3rd down and 18 for Justin Fields at his own 33-yard line. Takes the snap on the left hash out of the shotgun. Stays in the pocket. Works it middle. Complete, but well short of a first down. It gets up to the 43. A gain of 10 yards to Noah Gray. Little hook route, but the penalty dooms the drive, and the Chiefs will punt it. Line of scrimmage, their own 43. Played almost 5 minutes, no score.
That's one of those circumstances. This is a tight end, but we were talking about it in pregame. Contested, tight window catches. Noah Gray is able to secure that. It's too long to get the first down.
We'll hear maybe from Noah talking about that exactly. Matt Ariza to punt. Ariza, in his 3rd season, has been really good at camp and working on that strategic punting. This one is a low line drive rugby-style punt that's going to be fielded at the 10, the near side 10 for the Rams, and well covered. Looks like Kevin Knowles swallows him up. Just 3:04 of hang time, and well covered. Actually, Melvin Smith Jr. got down there in a hurry. These two guys, both Melvin Smith Jr. and Kevin Knowles, have been really good in punt coverage. 47-yard punt for field position, 10 yards on the return. The Rams' second drive will start at their own 21, but we have no score. 9:50 to go in this first preseason first quarter. And this first quarter brought to you by GEHA.
This is Dana Hughes. In Kansas City football, we honor tradition, but we always look forward to what's next. That's why I'm all in for Flight by Yingling. It's brewed by the oldest brewery in America, but built for today. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, crisp, clean, and full of flavor, just the way a light beer should be. It's got the legacy and the stats to back it up. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer and the official beer of Dana Hughes. BG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
When you're ready for some Kansas City Chiefs football, Hy-Vee is ready for you with party platters, sub sandwiches, burgers and brats, chips, dips, specialty cheeses and gourmet crackers, decorated football cakes, cookies, brownies, and a huge selection of craft beers and beverages. So whether you're planning a party from the back end of an SUV or the backyard of your home, elevate your tailgate at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee is a proud sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Federal employees keep our country going, and GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. We were started by postal employees in 1937, and today we offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million providers and a health plan for every stage of life. That's why we've been trusted by millions of federal employees and retirees across the country since 1937. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
A roof is more than just a cover. It's the shield that protects what matters most. That's why TAMCO is honored to partner with the Chiefs to honor the courage, dedication, and bravery of our United States military service members. Announcing Operation Rooftop, presented by TAMCO Building Products, an initiative dedicated to providing a new TAMCO roof to a military service member. If you are an active, veteran, or retired service member, visit TAMCO.com/Chiefs to enter for a chance to win a TAMCO roof. Terms and conditions apply. See official rules for details.
No score. The Chiefs, both teams trading punts, but the Chiefs gained 6 yards of field position. An offensive pass interference penalty against Jalen Royal stopped the drive that was in Rams territory. Now the Rams' second drive with Stetson Bennett will start at their own 21-yard line. R. Mason Thomas, rookie out of Oklahoma, is on the near side as a bootleg throw goes to the right side. Caught by the Rams at the 30-yard line and angling out of bounds at the far boundary in front of the Rams bench at the 34. Xavier Smith with the catch and a nice bootleg play of 13 yards to start this drive for Stetson Bennett and the Los Angeles Rams.
The game is so fast, have to be disciplined with your eyes. They catch the Chiefs peeking in the backfield, able to capitalize with the first down gain on that misdirection.
Rookie Peter Woods is now, along with Kairos Tonga, inside. Felix Anudike-Uzama is at left defensive end. A off-tackle run attempted to the near side and bounced to the outside by Hunter and able to get to the edge, and that's going to be a double-digit play of 13 yards as the Chiefs get hooked on the outside. Jaden Hicks had to make the tackle as a safety, but 2 double-digit plays in a row for Los Angeles.
Yeah, Melvin Smith Jr. got caught up in the wash there, has to keep outside contained. He is that last level, a second level of defense at the cornerback position. Can't allow the running back to turn the corner.
Noah Williams has stayed in at left corner. Safety still are Gilman and Jaden Hicks. Stetson Bennett under center at his own 47-yard line. Another bootleg play moving left to right. This one goes right side, and the Chiefs defend it much better this time. Smith with the catch, but Noel Williams did not get blocked, defeated the blocker, and held it to just a 2-yard gain.
I love the physicality of Noel Williams, listed at 6'1", 200 pounds. He plays every bit of it, especially against the run and there against the pass. That's exactly what we need from our defensive backs, particularly the corners. Physical play and tackle.
Then it'll be in the shotgun this time. Jordan Waters will be the running back, and he'll get it. Now bouncing off right tackle and gets positive yardage near a first down into Chiefs territory at the 43-yard line. Noel Williams misses second straight tackle, but a gain of 8 and the Rams are thinking about a first down here. They've got it. They're going to move it. First down for Los Angeles at the Chiefs 43.
Felix Anudike Uzama has to keep his outside shoulder free on that. Can't get sucked in.
No score, Rams and Chiefs, 7:46 to go first quarter. Stetson Bennett, the former Georgia star, 29-3, and now a handoff right side. And the Chiefs will defend this one to hold it to 2 yards. As Jeffrey Bassa was there, read it, and filled the hole quickly to hold it to a short gain.
Well, this is a great job of execution. I just mentioned Felix having to keep his outside shoulder free. On this play, he's actually crashing down from that left defensive end position, takes up 2 offensive linemen, allows Jeffrey Bassa to skirt free to make the tackle.
Bennett back-to-back national championships with the Georgia Bulldogs, and mentioned 29 out of 32 wins. What a run for Georgia. Now a boot to the opposite side. It is caught with room to run. 35-yard line of the Chiefs, 30-25, and the Rams get Bennett and Presley on a bootleg going the opposite way, this time for 21 yards and a Rams first down, and they're near the red zone.
Yeah, pretty vanilla playbook employed by the Rams here. They're going lead draw, bootleg right, bootleg left. The same action. We talked about it during the pregame show, Mitch. These two teams, how rare is it that 2 of your 3 preseason foes are teams that you'll have to play during the regular season? So we may not see much more from the offense of the Rams, but very basic plays.
But it's working on this drive. And they go on a right guard run, and this is a decent run blocked up front. They get to the 12 of the Chiefs between the hash marks, as diving into the line was Jarquez Hunter out of Auburn. Jack Cochran, who will fill in at the Mike backer. He actually can play all 3 linebacker spots, but a gain of 8 on first down, and the Rams have 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. No score, but the Rams are threatening.
See some rotation at the defensive line position. Peter Woods in for Ashton Gelati. Get to see the rookie in the trenches.
Mason Thomas, right side defensive end for the Chiefs. Bennett on 2nd down and short. Another good push by this Rams offensive line and near a first down. Maybe just a fraction shy, just shy of the 10-yard line. But the offensive line of the Rams up front are getting a push. Felix Anudike-Uzama makes the tackle for the Chiefs defense.
Got to get penetration, not just in the pass game, but the run game. Get those red helmets at the line of scrimmage or in the backfield of the Rams.
3rd down, less than a yard to go for a first down. 10.5 yards for a touchdown. Bennett's on the shotgun on this 3rd and short. Play action. And held to a gain of 2, and a big hit made by Jaden Hicks, but the Rams get enough for a first down. Mark Redmond, the tight end at Louisville, ended after going to San Diego State. So the Rams are using the bootleg with great efficiency on this drive to start the game.
Really good closing speed on display by Jaden Hicks, listed at 6'1", 215, Mitch. He's bigger than that. I've stood next to him. He's taller than me, and that's the physicality we need from him.
Really good rookie season 2 years ago. 1st and goal at the 9 for the Rams with no score. Off tackle left, and this time the Chiefs attack the gap. Hunter with the carry, but 2 different Chiefs get there. Alohi Gilman fills the gap, and Mason Thomas scraping down from the right defensive end to hold it to a gain of 2.
Great to see the rookies out here with their backs against goal line. Peter Woods, Mason Thomas. Mason Thomas, the big thing about him is his speed. So you want to be able to see that physicality in the trenches and not just depending on outrunning offensive linemen.
Yeah, he wants to prove he can be a 3-down player in this league. 2nd down, goal to go at the 7 for the Rams. No score at 4:11 to go. They go on the left side this time on a run, and the Chiefs squeeze that shut. Melvin Smith Jr. and Mason Thomas able to hold it to no gain, and now the Rams will have 3rd and goal to go at the 7-yard line. And we are joined by the chairman and CEO of the Kansas City Chiefs, Clark Hunt. You got your goal line defense ready to go here?
Yeah, I know they worked on it in training camp, that's for sure.
A whole bunch. So we'll see if the practice pays off here. 3:40 to go in the first quarter, no score. Stetson Bennett, again a hero of Georgia fame, as all of the quarterbacks in the camp for the Rams are SEC players. And there's a flat pass floating for the end zone and broken up and well defended in the end zone by Jaden Hicks. Intended for the tight end, and there you go. Bring in the chairman to make a play. just it's the Chiefs charity game. It's always awesome. It was a vision of your dad. What about just getting it going, especially with the Chiefs charity game?
Yeah, well, it's so great to be back at Arrowhead playing Chiefs football again, and this game's always very special. 42-year tradition of the Chiefs charity game. Got
the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Drivers who switch to Progressive could save hundreds just by bundling home and auto insurance, because you can't go wrong saving money. Unless you spend it on a guitar and never learn to play it, but lie and say that you did. Then someone hands you a guitar at a party and asks you to play, so you decide to improvise this.
Well, don't you know that but that's not it. Dreams are fun and also good.
Yep, you can't go wrong bundling and saving money with Progressive. Well, depends on how you spend it. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
It's obvious that David Stanley sells Mitsubishis, but did you know they have Highline Premium Pre-Owned vehicles too? Owner Dave Patel is cutting royal deals, and we're talking luxury. It's time to upgrade. Get out that old ride slide to David Stanley and pull off in a Mustang or a Beamer, Benz, Lexus, or Range Rover. David Stanley luxury line. This time the game's over. You got big dreams? Turn them to reality with Highline rides without that Highline salary. Payments from $500 to $600 a month. Just show your income and then some, and they'll put you in one. Porsches and Teslas, Jeep, Wrangler, and Hummer. Dave Patel will get you right before the end of the summer. F-150 for off-road, Corvette for the zooming, or sit up high in the Escalade like Lando booming. Take advantage while you can. Approval rating is boss. Mention Scott Wright and get an extra $1,000 off. Drive away with a story you can save and tell. David Stanley Mitsubishi, ask for Dave Patel. David Stanley Mitsubishi, 601 West I-240 in Walker.
Are you looking to rent a car? Better yet, do you need to rent a car but don't want to go through the hassle? If you said yes, let the professionals at A+ Rent-A-Car put you in a rental vehicle today. They have low rates, and the only requirements to rent a vehicle is you must be at least 21 years of age with a valid license, utility bill, and lease. Deposits are as low as $100. That's it. Low daily and weekly rental rates are available and great cars to choose from. A+ Rent-A-Car is located at 2906 Northwest 23rd Street in Oklahoma City. Check out our website at apluscarental.com or call 405-602-0000. That's 405-602-0000 for A+ Rent-A-Car. They accept cash, debit, prepaid, and credit cards.
Get set. Time for OKC Sports Radio. Sports Update.
The great Russell Westbrook retires after 18 years in the NBA. Westbrook, one of my favorite players, is the most popular player ever to wear an Oklahoma City Thunder uniform. In 2016, when Kevin Durant tucked his tail, ran to Golden State, after the Thunder blew a 3-1 lead to the Warriors in the 2015 playoffs, Westbrook, a few days later, announced he was signing an extension with the Thunder that's endeared him to Thunder fans worldwide. Westbrook was not a perfect player, but he is a first-ballot Hall of Famer, Goodwood. Drafted as the 4th pick in the 28th draft by Seattle, Westbrook's all-hell-bent style was something that most Thunder fans loved, his rickety three-point shooting notwithstanding, but he had a cool mid-range jumper, he was blazing fast, and he could dunk with the best of them. 2016-2017, he had a year for the ages. Triple-double all season long, 31.6, 10.7 rebounds, 10.7 assists. He has 209 triple-doubles all time. Even when he left the Thunder, Paul George goes to the Clippers, Westbrook went to Houston, the Thunder gets SGA and all those draft picks, and now they have a core that has a championship caliber team and won an NBA championship. Westbrook deserves all the love we can give him for 11 great seasons in OKC, and I wish him the best in retirement full-time. For the OKC Sports Radio Sports Update, I'm James Hale.
Who's next up? If your middle school team has game, then register them today in the Super Prep Rising Star Middle School Basketball Tournament. We're inviting school teams and AAU programs, boys and girls, 11U through 14U, from across the region to compete for history. Who will become the first ever Super Prep Rising Star Middle School Tournament champion? Will it be your team? Register today and find out. Taking place December 5th and 6th at the TB Fitness Club in OKC. Register online at OKCSportsRadio.com. That's OKCSportsRadio.com. Or call 572-522-3569 to compete in the first ever Super Prep Rising Star Middle School Tournament, powered by OKC Sports Radio 105.3.
How exciting is that? I know you mentioned about the nod to Arrowhead, but you also got a practice facility going up.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We're in the early stages of that design process right now. It'll give us a chance to build a facility that will take care of the team for the next 3 decades. We've had a tremendous facility here at the Truman Sports Complex, but we've outgrown it. And so going forward, having a modern facility will be a great asset, not only to the team, but also to the community.
3-0 Rams. The Chiefs had a holding call here that thwarts this drive after the OPI. We'll let you go, but thank you so much. First of all, thank you to your family and all you do. I want to take nothing for granted. We appreciate you so very much.
Yeah. Well, Mitch, thanks very much.
Right.
Feeling is mutual. Great to be up here with you guys.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Chairman and CEO Clark Hunt of the Kansas City Chiefs. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. The Rams lead 3-0. Couple penalties have stopped Chiefs' offensive drives. We'll be back with the final 11 seconds of the quarter after this on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Is your place packed tighter than a game day crowd at Arrowhead? Storage Mart has the Hail Mary you need. Super fans like you can score $50 off storage units when you use code CHIEFS50 at checkout. That's code CHIEFS50 for $50 off only at Storage Mart. Offer available at select locations. Restrictions apply. Visit storage-mart.com to rent online today. That's storage-mart.com. Storage Mart is proud to be the official storage partner of Chiefs Kingdom.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown." Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
Chiefs Kingdom. When you need tickets this season, buy local with Tickets for Less. Tickets for Less is a proud partner of the Chiefs Radio Network and your local source for Chiefs tickets, the all-inclusive VIP tailgate, and so much more. With some of the lowest ticket prices on Chiefs tickets, there's never been a better time to get to Arrowhead. Shop ticketsforless.com or the free Tickets for Less app and use promo code Chiefs Radio to save even more. That's code Chiefs Radio at ticketsforless.com.
Chiefs football is brought to you by Hy-Vee, proud official grocery sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Back at Arrowhead Stadium, the Rams lead 3-0 with just 11 seconds left to go first quarter. 2 penalties stop the 2 offensive drives for the Chiefs, but a good Amatariza punt. And the Rams will have the final play of the first quarter from their own 10-yard line. And they try a run for 1 yard to the 11. Jarquez Hunter on the run, but now R. Mason Thomas has moved over to the left side and looked like Cooper McDonald and Jack Cochran were there. That will end the first quarter as Ty Simpson is now in at quarterback for the Rams. The surprise early first-round pick by Los Angeles in the 2026 draft. 3-0 Rams. We're headed to the second quarter of this first preseason game. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Okay, are you suffering from diarrhea, bloating, gas, or oily stools? If so, you may want to ask your doctor if it could actually be a problem with your pancreas, called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI.
My pancreas? How is EPI treated?
A prescription medicine like Creon, pancrelipase, is used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes. Creon is the #1 prescribed treatment for EPI.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor, and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. You can learn more at 1-800-633-9110.
Before your appointment, visit creoninfo.com. That's CREON info.com.
Back to savings at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get a free filter when you buy 5 quarts of Syntec full synthetic motor oil. Limit supply.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get for the Tony,
the IRS, the world's most aggressive collection agency. They can seize your property, bank account, and garnish your wages. They cause
now Hamilton in Oklahoma City at Civic Center Music Hall from August 11th to the 23rd. Get tickets at OKCBroadway.com.
It's obvious that...
Back for the second quarter here, 3-0 Rams on a short field goal by the former Missouri star, Harrison Mevis. Chiefs fans, a reminder, get everything you need for tailgate worthy of a champion at Hy-Vee. And fire up the grill, stadium, cheering on your Chiefs at home, all the game day essentials at your 20 Hy-Vee locations across the Kansas City Metro or online anytime at Hy-Vee.com. So, saw the Chiefs get off the field early on a 3-and-out on a great play on a 3rd down and short slant coverage, but 2 offensive penalties stopped the last 2 drives.
Yeah, the last 2 drives, you don't want to see those penalties because we haven't been able to really establish a long offensive drive with Justin Fields on the field. Negative plays impact that continuity.
Marcus Harris, former KU Jayhawk, who then transferred to Auburn, is in on the inside along with Peter Woods. Bootleg play by Ty Simpson, throws against his body, and it's caught by the tight end. Short of a first down, but he advances to the 17. That's a gain of 6 on 2nd and 9. Max Clare, who was picked in the 2nd round by the Rams in the draft, former Purdue and Ohio State player. Chiefs cover that boot a little better, but here we are, Dane, in 3rd down and 2 for the Rams at their own 17.5.
Chiefs continuing to grow. A little overcorrection by the linebackers there. Bossa and Cochran kind of overcorrected themselves on the boot, ran past the play, opened that door up for the gain, and now 3rd and short, an opportunity to get off the field for the defense.
Chiefs in the nickel, maybe showing some pressure here against Ty Simpson. Bad snap. Simpson gets it back, pump fakes, and now we'll throw it away. But a flag on the play. It might be roughing the passer on Kansas City. Felix Anudike Uzama was coming through and hit.
Holding. Offense number 72. The penalty is declined.
No, Blake Hance was holding, or Felix Anudike Uzama was coming in to try to make a big play, but a bad snap, and now the Rams are going to have to punt backed up.
And Aaron Snap throws the timing off of the offense and allows Felix to get to the quarterback, forces the throw out of bounds. But as you mentioned, the holding penalty, which will decline, force the punt, is because of that timing being thrown off. So a big break for the Chiefs.
Ethan Evans, the punter from Wingate in his 4th year, but Brashard Smith back to take this punt. Line drive punt, decent, but a chance to return it by Smith. Puts his foot in the ground, comes back near side, missed tackle at the 30, and then the Rams wrestle him to the ground at the 35. Hang time, 4.19 seconds there, but Brashard Smith trying to establish, at least as a backup to Nico Remigio, or somebody who could also emerge as both a kick and a punt returner, showing some good signs here in this game.
Yeah, several guys can line up back there. We've seen exceptional play from Nico Remigio, but as you mentioned, we needed to see that next guy up. Brashard Smith could be that person.
61-yard punt, 13 yards on the return. Chiefs will have their 3rd drive start at their own 34-yard line. And Garrett Nussmeier, the rookie out of LSU, is in, and he runs a bootleg play to the near side. Catch is made, and up the sideline is Jake Brenningstool, and almost got free. Brenningstool, who was the all-time leading receiver at Clemson. Think about the guys who came through that school. But a gain of 9 yards on a bootleg play as Garrett Nussmeier shows a quick release and great footwork.
Yeah, Brenningstool getting ample time in this first half of the game. 6'6", 240. So when you talk about having physicality be a presence in the tight end room with Noah Gray, without the presence of a fullback, you need those big body guys to make plays.
Single back is Emmett Johnson, former Nebraska star, out of 3 tight end, 13 look. And on 2nd down and short, Emmett Johnson gets a first down at his own 47 and then shoved back, gains 3, needed 1, 13-17 to go. Second quarter, the Rams lead 3-0. Big day for Emmett Johnson. He was the most prolific running back the last 2 years in Lincoln since when you look at what they had. Amir Abdullah was the guy. They hadn't had that kind of productivity for a decade.
A lot of excitement around the Chiefs Kingdom, specifically up in Omaha. I was there earlier this summer. They were loving the fact that we got Emmett Johnson.
The throw to the shotgun. Nussmeier's got a clean pocket. He'll move, trying to look down the field on the throw. Quick release, but he throws it away. As there was coverage at the right sideline, Cyrus Allen was the intended receiver, but Nussmeier decides to throw it away and have 2nd and 10 at his own 47-yard line. Quickly, Dane, I'll give you the offensive line. Esapole is at left tackle. Mike Caliendo is at left guard. The center is Hunter Norzad. The right guard is Peter Nigra, a rookie who's kind of sneaking around and moving up the board. And then Ethan Driscoll is the right tackle. He had the hold on the last drive. 2nd and 10 for Garrett Nussmeier. His dad is the offensive coordinator of the Saints. And a quick pass right at midfield. Catch is made by Nico Remigio, but he spun to the ground immediately after a gain of just 3 yards.
Yeah, going back to that first incompletion by Garrett Nussmeier, Mitch, I love the mobility out of the pocket. He didn't look like he was afraid of the moment, just tucking the ball and run. He tried to buy as much time as possible for the receivers downfield to have an open window. All 3 receivers, viable receivers, were covered like blankets.
He had to play behind Jaden Daniels, waiting for his turn at LSU, and then exploded 2 years ago with over 4,000 yards passing. But he's got 3rd down and 7 here at midfield, trailing 3-0. Chiefs dressed in their red home jerseys. Nussmeier moves to his left, ball gripped in his right hand, looks down the field, across his body, caught. Remigio first down at the 40, 35, and gets to the 33-yard line. Nussmeier throws against his body, almost a no-look throw for 17 yards and a Chiefs first down. But that's what we have seen, even starting with the rookie minicamp. Vision, footwork, quick release, and Nussmeier's got the Chiefs on the move.
And so much confidence on display there as well. Maybe a Patrick Mahomes effect when you're in the same room with number 15. You have that innate ability to kind of grab some of that magic. He shows it there for the first down.
Injured Ram on the field. Let's take a break. 11:45 to go, first half. Rams 3, Chiefs 0, but on the march with Nussmeier on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
She told me to sit anywhere.
You deserve the highest level of health care. The University of Kansas Hospital is proud, once again, to be recognized as one of the nation's best by U.S. News and World Report. I'm Tammy Peterman, president of the University of Kansas Health System. Our nationally recognized and best in the region medical and surgical adult specialties provide world-class care with proven results. We're still number one, still trusted. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com/bestcare.
I love my phone, but not my carrier. What do I do?
Well, there are 250 reasons to join T-Mobile.
Like what?
You can keep your phone and your number, and T-Mobile helps pay it off, up to $800 per line.
So I wouldn't have to buy a new phone?
Yep. Plus, your plan price stays the same for 5 years on experience plans.
Nice.
Find your reason at T-Mobile.com.
Via virtual prepaid card. Card typically takes 15 days after rebate submission. Price guarantee on talk, text, and 5G data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply.
Danon Hughes here. I've seen a lot of stat lines in my playing days, but these numbers, they caught my attention. Flight by Yingling. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, and all the crisp, refreshing flavor you want in a light beer. It's brewed by the oldest brewery in America, so you know it's got some serious history behind it. If you're into stats and taste, you're going to love this beer. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer and the official beer of Danon Hughes. DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Hamilton has arrived. Get tickets today for the Tony, Olivier, Grammy, and Pulitzer Prize-winning musical. It's the story of America.
Garrett Nussmeier ad-libbing a 3rd down and 7 for 17. And the Chiefs rookie, picked in the 7th round, has Kansas City on the march, down 3-0 early in the second quarter. Emmett Johnson, the former Cornhusker, is going to get a fake here, moving bootleg left at the 30-yard line. And the catch made by Trey Watson, who's had a good camp. Out of Texas A&M, his second camp with the Chiefs, a gain of 5 yards. It's going to go back to Nussmeier. 2 years ago, 4,052 yards, the best since Joe Burrow for LSU, 29 touchdowns. Last year, assist in his midsection. He had a knee injury and things kind of went off the rails. There was some talk, Dana, and he might be a 1st or 2nd round pick.
Well, you can tell he's grasped the offense, and he's really shown a lot of confidence on the field. I'm impressed so far.
Under center, Hunter Norzed in a 2nd down and 5 play. Slamming behind left guard is Emmett Johnson. Husker fans have heard and seen that before. He'll gain 3 yards to the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs will have 3rd down and short at the Ram 25. Kansas City trailing 3-0 at 10:41 to go in the first half.
Just don't want any negative plays here. Definitely not a penalty situation. Maybe 4-down territory if you're not able to get this 3rd down conversion. We're likely to see another run play.
Chiefs 1 of 3 on 3rd down. They'll be in the shotgun with Nussmeier at the near hash. Takes the snap, and they give it off. And running hard is Emmett Johnson. And he's got a 1st down. It looks like about the length of a helmet. Johnson is not new to Arrowhead Stadium. A gain of 3 here. He had 108 yards in that Week 0 game here. The Huskers played against the Cincinnati Bearcats. And so, what a mature kid. And, I talked about Amir Abdullah. He's actually mentored Emmett Johnson throughout his college career to get him ready for the NFL.
Yeah, Emmett Johnson definitely has some powerful legs, short in stature, but he loves to churn those legs as well. Good in between tackles.
out of the Twin Cities. First and 10 for the Chiefs. Nussmeier. It's going to be a counter play. Johnson trying to bust outside. Stiff arms a man. Downfield block. 15-yard line. First down. Flag on the play as Emmett Johnson gets to the Ram 9-yard line. A gain of 13 yards pending the penalty, and it might be a horse collar tackle on the Rams. As Darrell Peterson.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle, defense, number 21. Penalties half the distance from the end of the play. Automatic first down.
Chiefs are in the Kansas Lottery Red Zone, Dane, and play Kansas Lottery exclusive Kansas City Chiefs scratch ticket for a chance to win up to $75,000. How about the stiff arm and power by Emmett Johnson?
Well, first, let's go back to the line of scrimmage where he made literally something out of nothing. This should have been a stop for about a 3-yard loss, but he's able to plant that inside foot, the left foot, and turn the corner with three Rams right in his face, and able to get the first down and then the penalty to cap that off.
Jake Brenningstool with a good downfield block. Under center, Garrett Nussmeier. He's got behind him Emmett Johnson as a single back. Chiefs load up as a couple tight ends. Toss play, left side. Emmett Johnson cuts back, spins off a hit. Touchdown! Kansas City! Emmett Johnson tastes the sweet nectar of the end zone for the first time as an NFL player.
Holding. Offense number 64. 10-yard penalty.
Hunter Norzad, the center, holds. And it nullifies an hard run for a touchdown by Emmett Johnson.
This is very tricky, Mitch, because Emmett Johnson plants his left foot and goes downhill. This is supposed to be a pitch that goes on the outside edge, outside the tackle, outside the tight end. Basically, student body left, the old school way of calling this play. He plants his foot, gets downhill. The inside and interior linemen don't know that he's coming back up the middle. Hunter Norzad gets a little handsy right in the face of the ref. Another negative play.
3-0 Rams. It's a third offensive penalty on the Chiefs, but now first and goal at the 14. Still a chance to score. 9:17 to go in the half. Nussmeier's in trouble and flings it away. Caught by Emmett Johnson. He probably should have knocked it down. It's a loss of 6 at the 20. Nussmeier was just getting rid of the ball quickly. See how quick the release was. And there's where Emmett Johnson just needs to knock it down. But he's trying to make something. But the Chiefs lose 6 after the holding call.
Yeah, so tough to do. But give credit to Garrett Nussmeier there. The heat right in his face. He's still able to know exactly where Emmett Johnson was to throw the ball, not just throw it away, but throw it in an area where a receiver was too accurate with it.
Second and goal at the 20 for the Chiefs, down 3-0, motioning Emmett Johnson to the far right side, and enters a backfield for the former LSU quarterback. Takes the snap, stays in the pocket, keeps his feet alive, moves right, zings one that's deflected and nearly intercepted. Cyrus Allen was running a corner route to the far pylon, and the Rams jump it and knock it down. So that time, Nussmeier fortunate that wasn't picked, as Hamilton out of Fresno State got his hand on the football.
Just a little bit low. If that ball has a little bit more air under it, that might be a completed pass and a touchdown to Cyrus Allen.
Third and goal at the 20 for Nussmeier and the Chiefs, trailing 3-0. They go shotgun far hash. And Emmett Johnson, the backfield. 3 wide to the left side. They're going to run a draw. And Johnson goes down, grabbed at the leg and pulled down. Good open field tackle by Wesley Bailey. So the Chiefs had a touchdown taken off the board, and now they'll try to tie it with a Harrison Butker field goal.
Yeah, 3 drives basically thwarted by penalties. Hurt literally takes points off the board here. They have an opportunity to tie the game with a field goal attempt. But missed opportunities.
37-yard attempt here for Harrison Butker. Ariza will hold. Ball is on the far hash. James Winchester been with this team since 2015 as the Chiefs try to tie it on a Butker field goal and do so. So give Garrett Nussmeier credit. He drove the Chiefs for a touchdown, but a hold takes 4 points off the board. Chiefs get a game-tying field goal. 7:43 to go, second quarter. Rams 3, Chiefs 3. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Is that David Stanley sells Mitsubishis. But did you know they have Highline Premium Pre-Owned vehicles too? Owner Dave Patel is cutting royal deals, and we're talking luxury. It's time to upgrade. Get out that old ride, slide to David Stanley and pull off in a Mustang. Or a Beamer, Benz, Lexus, or Range Rover. David Stanley luxury line, this time the game's over. You got big dreams? Turn them to reality with Highline rides without that Highline salary. Payments from $500 to $600 a month. Just show your income and then some, and they'll put you in one. Porsches and Teslas, Jeep, Wrangler, and Hummer. Dave Patel will get you right before the end of the summer. F-150 for off-road, Corvette for the zooming, or sit up high in the Escalade like Lando booming. Take advantage while you can. Approval rating is boss. Mention Scott Wright and get an extra $1,000 off. Drive away with a story you can save and tell. David Stanley Mitsubishi, ask for Dave Patel. David Stanley Mitsubishi, 601 West I-240 in Walker.
Oklahoma City. Tune in live every Thursday at 6 p.m. to Soup Prep Radio with me, Miles Perry, on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. To hear the inside scoop on local high school and college sports across the state and the first-person perspective from your local coaches and athletes. Tune in live every Thursday at 6 p.m. to hear Soup Prep Radio on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. Soup Prep Radio is also streamed on our app at PPBC TV. That is PPBC
Chiefs
TV.
tie it with a field goal from Harrison Bucker, who owns the longest field goal in Super Bowl history. This was a 37-yarder, although a touchdown taken off the board by Emmett Johnson with a hold on Hunter Norzed. Tied at 3. We're midway through the second quarter, this first preseason game.
Chiefs fans, today marks the 42nd annual Chiefs charity game, and this year the beneficiary is Jackson County CASA. Visit Chiefs.com/5050 to participate in today's raffle to benefit Jackson County CASA.
Boy, do they do incredible work.
Yes.
Helping children of the Chiefs Kingdom. Chiefs will kick it off. I'm going to give you some of the kickoff coverage guys here. Jason Kennedy is out there. Also is Andrew Armstrong. VJ Anthony out of Duke. Jake Brenningstool. This is bigger than you think. These guys trying to make the squad. Jalen Royals is on kickoff coverage of this group. Going down the line, Amari Evans as well, a wide receiver, as the Chiefs sprinkling in some other guys. Kick angling the far side in the landing zone, missed tackle, and a 30-yard line across the 35 at the left hash up to the 38. And a decent return for the Rams.
Mitch, I want to go back to the alignment on the kickoff coverage, specifically the kickoff return for the Rams. They're lining up, as you mentioned, for the opening kickoff. All of their linemen or all of their kickoff coverage or return unit right at the same line. I think that's a great opportunity to evaluate, can you defeat somebody within 5 yards? You know where everybody is. You know who's identifying you as a blocker for both sides, not just blocking for the Rams, but also our coverage. We didn't do a good job right there.
And people still experimenting and a rule change this year with those kickoffs. And the Rams on 1st and 10 at their own 36 after the good kickoff return go right in the middle of the line and gain 3 to the 39-yard line. Defensively now, up front, the Chiefs have Peter Woods out there along with Felix Anudike-Uzama. Now they run Cooper McDonald into the game, and Xavier Wampa runs out. Christian Fulton is a left corner. The right corner is Melvin Smith. R. Mason Thomas is the right defensive end. Jack Cochran, Jeffrey Boss at linebacker, along with Cooper McDonald. As a bootleg play here and throwing down the field, Ty Simpson has got a tight end open and complete into Chiefs territory. It goes to Mark Redmond and is out of bounds in front of the Chiefs bench at the 38-yard line, a gain of 23 yards as the Rams have hurt the Chiefs with bootleg passes in this first half.
Just a good opportunity, a consistent opportunity for the linebacker, specifically Jeffrey Bossa there, to be more disciplined with his eyes in the backfield. Don't get caught up with all the movement that's happening. Recognize your responsibility. That's opened the door for those big plays in the boot game.
Ty Simpson, again, a surprising pick. 13th pick in the draft, only played 15 games in Alabama. Another bootleg play. Simpson moves right, tosses it toward the boundary, and a diving catch made. And inbounds for a catch for the Rams at the Kansas City 25-yard line, a gain of 12. Tyler Scott, who's been around the league for a while. The Bears, it's Simpson with good vision, much like Nussmeier, and the Rams are on the move. Game tied at 3, but Los Angeles at the Chiefs 25 at 6 minutes to go in the first half.
Well, we can see a recurring theme for the Rams and what they're comfortable showing us, knowing that later in this season they're going to have to play us in the regular season. A healthy dose of boots
Quick snap. They're going to run a boot to the other side this time. They throw it left. Catch is made again, but this time a short gain and covered better this time as Kyer Elam, the former first-round pick of Buffalo, is now a Chief, holds it to a 3-yard gain.
Elam, one of the guys, the more tall, rangy guys with the loss of McDuffie at the cornerback position, looking for depth there. He stands at 6'1", 202. Could be a physical force as well.
3-3 tie. Rams have 2nd and 7 at the Kansas City 22 at 5:13 to go in the first half. They line up with extra tight ends, single back, hands on his knees behind Ty Simpson. They're going to run it near side. Chiefs get penetration, and they hit the running back. Hicks has been involved in this game. He got up there to make the hit. They slowed him down for Hicks, but he put a jolt into him, and a loss of one, actually, for the Rams running back.
Jack Cochran was able to get through first, forced the stop and restart of the running back. Didn't make the tackle, got in on the skirmish at the end. But that's what you want to see from the linebacker position in the run game. Get some penetration into the backfield.
And here we go, 3rd and 9.
Yep.
The Chiefs stopped the Rams on 3rd and 3 earlier. 3rd and 9 here. Rams are 1 of 4 on 3rd down. Football at the Chiefs 24. They run a slant left side. Chiefs clobber it. Short gain on the play, but Hicks is there again. So far, Jaden Hicks has been the star for this defense. Hard hit as the ball was caught by C.J. Daniels, but an immediate hit. And now the Rams will have to turn to the old Missouri Tiger to come out and try a field goal to regain the lead for them.
I think when we talk about what spotlights need to shine on who this season or this preseason, Jaden Hicks is definitely one of those guys. I thought after his freshman campaign or rookie campaign, he was going to be a guy that would be able to make some plays more consistently. He's doing that in this game today.
Harold Mevis, the thicker kicker, was famous at Mizzou for his 61-yard walk-off to beat K-State. Has got a field goal here from 40 yards out. He was great last year at the end of the year for the Rams, including a 52-yarder against Tampa Bay. But he's given the Rams a lead, 6-3 Los Angeles, 3:39 to go, second quarter. This is the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Chiefs Kingdom. When you need tickets this season, buy local with Tickets for Less. Tickets for Less is a proud partner of the Chiefs Radio Network and your local source for Chiefs tickets, the all-inclusive VIP tailgate, and so much more. With some of the lowest ticket prices on Chiefs tickets, there's never been a better time to get to Arrowhead. Shop ticketsforless.com or the free Tickets for Less app and use promo code Chiefs Radio to save even more. That's code Chiefs Radio at ticketsforless.com.
Federal employees keep our country going, and GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. We were started by postal employees in 1937, and today we offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million providers and a health plan for every stage of life. That's why we've been trusted by millions of federal employees and retirees across the country since 1937. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
The Chiefs Kingdom is proud to partner with Hy-Vee, home of the best beef in town. Visit your local Hy-Vee to find only the highest quality beef, hand-selected and sourced from family farms in the Midwest. When it comes to beef, Hy-Vee goes the extra mile to bring affordable, tender, and delicious flavor to every tailgate and grill out. Stop by your local Hy-Vee to find Angus Reserve, Choice Reserve, and Prime Reserve beef options for your next gathering. Hy-Vee, proud sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
Chiefs football is brought to you by the Kansas Lottery Play-On app. Scan your tickets for more chances to win.
Chance to return. Mitch Holtz is back along with Dayton Hughes. The Rams lead 6-3 as Harrison Mevis, the former Missouri Tiger, with 2 field goals. But now the Chiefs will have Emmitt Smith's son back. Yeah, the Pro Football Hall of Fame running back. His son, E.J. Smith, is back, and Emmett Johnson is back. Remember, Amir Abdullah has the former Nebraska running back who's been in the league 12 years and been a kick returner, even with 4.55 speed, has mentored Emmett Johnson. I kind of want to see a return here for Emmett.
Yeah, this would be really cool to see E.J. Smith back there, the rookie out of Texas A&M, get an opportunity.
Davis gets it away, but they're going to kick it to the E.J. Smith side. Short kick in the landing zone at the 11. Got the numbers left. E.J. Smith peels out 35-yard line across the 40 and up to the 43-yard line. That'll make Papa proud, as the Chiefs will have decent field position to start this drive. Good decision, well blocked. And E.J. Smith with a 32-yard return. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
We cover it all. We are OKC Sports Radio, KINB-FM 105.3 HD1, Kingfisher, Oklahoma City, a Perry broadcasting station.
Rams draped all over him. That is also like art to me, and to see that play.
Beauty to our eyes right here. Just a basic slant route, but he had the DB draped all over him. Looked like he almost mistimed the jump, but still kept body control, secured it in his body, broke a tackle. Nice gain for a first down.
Last year he had a 30-yard kickoff return against the Ravens, and that was about it for Jalen. He was highly productive at Utah State at the end of his collegiate career. Nussmeier's got the Chiefs on the go again. Led him to a touchdown that was taken off the board the last drive. Play action fake, bootleg right side. As a right side throw is going to be intended for Jared Wiley and incomplete. Ball sails on a little bit on Nussmeier.
Incomplete pass. Second down.
Let's go to the sideline, and here's Josh Klingler.
Yeah, I think when we mentioned in the pregame, Dave Tobe being so excited about the start of preseason. I mean, there's a lot of spots to be won via special teams, maybe even in the return game. They might have more kind of roster number questions than we've seen in recent years. So if you're able to do more than one thing and be a factor on special teams, you're going to have a good shot to make this squad.
The natural crowd noise you're hearing is because the Chiefs are going to challenge this ruling of an incompletion at the right boundary, as it looks like Jared Wiley made a heck of a catch on a high throw and get the toe drag behind him.
Yeah, this was a throw in an area where only he could make that play. We're going to see if it's going to get overturned. 6'6" frame. Might have pulled it in.
2:44 to go first half. Chiefs down 3. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Get it on. Bang the gong. Get it on. Who's next up? If your middle school team has game, then register them today in the Super Prep Rising Star Middle School Basketball Tournament. We're inviting school teams and AAU programs, boys and girls, 11U through 14U, from across the region to compete for history. Who will become the first ever Super Prep Rising Star Middle School Tournament champion? Will it be your team? Register today and find out. Taking place December 5th and 6th at the TB Fitness Club in OKC. Register online at OKCSportsRadio.com. That's OKCSportsRadio.com. Or call 572-522-3569 to compete in the first ever Super Prep Rising Star Middle School Tournament, powered by OKC Sports Radio 105.3.
Kingdom. Tickets for Less has the lowest prices on tickets to all of your favorite events. Save big with promo code Chiefs Radio on your next order, and never pay service fees at ticketsforless.com.
Rob Albarino, the vice president for production, is a wizard in home games using the replay.
After further review, the receiver completed the process of the catch. We have a completed pass. It will be Kansas City's ball. Second down at the 38.5-yard line. Kansas City will now be charged with a timeout and has earned a third challenge for the game.
6-3 Rams. Chiefs win it, but the best news is Jared Wiley came down with that ball. Dane, what about him and the toe drag there?
Excellent body control by the 6'6" tight end. We've been looking forward to seeing plays made by him since he was drafted last year. It comes through right there. Very, very high, difficult catch. He's able to secure it for a first down, or close to a first down.
Garrett Nussmeier did a great job of leading the team, his group, to a touchdown in the 2-minute offense in St. Joseph. Trey Watson had a great catch on that. Nussmeier ran it in. Now he's got this chance with 2nd and 1. Chiefs down 6-3 with the ball at the Ram 38-yard line at 2:39 to go in the half. Emmett Johnson's the running back. Nussmeier's going to step up into the pocket. Now he's going to launch it long as he wants Andrew Armstrong, and the ball just beyond Armstrong a bit. He had a step on the defender. There's a flag on the other side. It's going to be an eligible receiver downfield on Kansas City. Boy, penalties. 3 offensive penalties.
Ineligible player downfield by the offense, number 50. 5-yard penalty.
It's Peter Nigra, the rookie. Northern Illinois, then transferred to Louisville, who's kind of working up the charts, but that won't endear himself to anybody. And so
a little bit of a grab down the field as well, not allowing Armstrong to even get an attempt at diving for that ball, was held back. They deemed it just basic contact, but a missed opportunity there.
Rams 6, Chiefs 3. 2nd and 6 for Garrett Nussmeier and the Chiefs at the 43 of Los Angeles. 2:31 to go. 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts for Nussmeier to use. So plenty in his safe deposit box to try to get the Chiefs down the field. 3 wide, the left side. Here comes a big rush to the outside as might be offside on the Rams, as jumping really quickly was Keir Thomas.
Offside. Defense number 11. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
I mean, Ethan Driscoll did not have a shot at that at all, but a little cheat there by the Rams, and the Chiefs get 5 yards back.
Yeah, Keir Thomas II got there so quickly. Nussmeier knew he had drawn the flag, but just didn't have an opportunity to throw it up to try to capitalize. But we'll be back to where we started, 2nd and less than 1.
There's some Mahomesian stuff in Nussmeier. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Like he's looking with that flag. He wanted to launch it. 2nd down and 1. Chiefs get the penalty yardage back from the ineligible receiver downfield. Tight triangle outside the left tackle. Esapoli. Under center is Nussmeier. Off tackle right. Emmett Johnson, first down plus, hit hard in the thigh, and a flag is thrown as Johnson gets to the 35 with a first down, but there's a penalty flag thrown.
Holding. Offense number 75. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Second hold on the right tackle, Ethan Driscoll, in this half.
Well, this is opportunity for learning, not just for Ethan Driscoll, but also for Emmett Johnson. Bouncing that play. So he made the reverse possible error early when on the touchdown, potential touchdown, Mitch, where he went inside, planned to going downhill. These are plays where you are fooling your offensive linemen. They think they are engaged well, and if you bounce it outside, that opens the door for that holding penalty to be called. Unfortunate error there for the Chiefs.
2-minute warning announced here in the first half. 2nd and 11 for the Chiefs when we come back. But they're now backed up to the Ram 48-yard line. The 2-minute warning is powered by your Midwest Ford dealers, driven by value, official partner of the Kansas City Chiefs. Find your local Midwest Ford dealer at Ford.com.
Chiefs Kingdom, game day is more than football. It's a tradition. And for over 175 years, Morton's Salt has been part of America's flavor story. From backyard grills to game day tailgates, we bring the taste that makes every bite worth cheering for. A shake of Morton's Salt turns good food into game day perfection. Generations of taste, generations of winning. Morton's Salt, still pouring, still trusted since 1848.
The Kansas Lottery asks, what would you do if you won $1 million a year for the rest of your life?
$1 million?
Every single year?
I'd build a new house with a turf lawn. I'd never have to mow again.
I want to actually travel to all those places I use as screensavers on my computer.
Instead of bringing my lunch to work, I'd bring my gourmet chef to work.
Is there a limit to how many penguins you can own?
Kansas Lottery millionaire for life. What would you do?
I love my phone, but not my carrier. What do I do?
Well, there are 250 reasons to join T-Mobile.
Like what?
You can keep your phone and your number, and T-Mobile helps pay it off, up to $800 per line.
So I wouldn't have to buy a new phone?
Yep. Plus, your plan price stays the same for 5 years on experience plans.
Nice.
Find your reason at T-Mobile.com.
Via virtual prepaid card. Card typically takes 15 days after rebate submission. Price guarantee on talk, text, and 5G data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply.
The Chiefs go the distance to be the best. From extra reps in training to giving it all on every play. Going the distance means putting in the maximum effort. Choose a healthcare team that goes the distance for you. People turn to the University of Kansas Health System for compassionate care, first in the world treatments, and breakthrough discoveries. The University of Kansas Health System is proud to be the official healthcare provider of the Chiefs. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs. 6-3 Rams, 2 minutes to go in the first half. Garrett Nussmeier quarterbacking now for the Chiefs. He'll have 2nd and 11 at the 48 of the Rams. Now, how much is... Now, Garrett Nussmeier weaned off mother's milk to watch tape with his dad. Again, his longtime coach, so well respected. But here, situational thinking. The Chiefs have a chance to get back-to-back points. Don't necessarily have to get a touchdown and get greedy. If you tie it at 6, you're going to get it again to start the third quarter.
Yeah, this is essential for his growth. Garrett Nussmeier having an opportunity with 2 minutes left, as you mentioned, to continue this drive, which I think has to be at the forefront of his mind right now. You don't need the big chunk play necessarily, but if he can move the chains here, get in the field goal position, or capitalize with points on the board, the momentum that's carried into the third quarter where we'll get the ball back again will give us opportunity to put points on the board 2 consecutive drives.
Nussmeier in the shotgun. Trey Watson, a tight end, lined up wide initially. Now he's in a right slot. So a 4-wide look here essentially with a single back. Nussmeier, quick throw, and puts it right on the money for a gain to the 41-yard line, a gain of 7 yards. Cyrus Allen, good route, and protected the football from the defender, but a good on-the-spot throw by Nussmeier.
Yeah, contested catches right in front of Lampkin. Gives us a chunk yardage back. Now a 3rd down and more manageable situation to get a first down.
3rd and 3, Chiefs still with 3 timeouts remaining. Emmett Johnson is the running back. He'll shade to the short side, left side of the field. Chiefs have 3 wide to the right. Chiefs are 2 of 5 on 3rd down. They're going to run a screen. Johnson gets a block, now veers to the left. 40, 35, first down, flag on the play again. And Emmett Johnson has a first down at the Ram 31, a gain of 10 pending the penalty.
Holding. Offense number 66, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
This one's on Mike Caliendo. So now Hunter Norzad has a hold. Mike Caliendo has a hold. 2 holds for Ethan Driscoll. And the Chiefs would have had a first down at the Ram 29. And with 1:19 to go in the half, they're going to get backed up on this play and have to replay 3rd down.
And not clearly seeing the hold on Caliendo there. 6 penalties in this game, all on the offense so far in the first half.
3rd and 8 for the Chiefs, down 6-3 at 1:19 to go in the second quarter. Ball is at the Ram 46-yard line. Nussmeier initially was under center. Now he backs up on the near hash. To take the snap from Norzad. Shading to the right is Emmett Johnson. Back is Nussmeier in the pocket. Fires a pass right. Caught! Acrobatic catch, Cyrus Allen. And it's a first down for the Chiefs at the 34-yard line. Allen leaping in the air to make the catch. Allen, who's been a star at training camp with a couple nice catches on this drive. That's a gain of 12 and a first down.
Yeah, got high praise during training camp from Steve Smith Sr., coming in from ESPN and NFL Network, said he is a guy that can be the number 1 receiver down the road, makes an excellent catch here, climbs the ladder for the first down.
At the end of this first half, we'll head back to the studio. Joshua Briscoe brings us the Hy-Vee halftime report. Work to do before then, though. Chiefs called timeout. They have 2 left, 1:13 to go on the clock, 6-3 Rams. But a Cyrus Allen catch on a Garrett Nussmeier throw has the Chiefs first down at the Ram 33-yard line. Cyrus Allen had a great Senior Bowl. You look back at his year last year, 13 of his 51 catches were for touchdowns. He was at Louisiana Tech before that, but he's turning heads in the Chiefs' kingdom. First and 10, Chiefs fake it to Emmett Johnson. Nussmeier steps up, dumps it to Johnson at the 25-yard line. Hit from behind. He's got a first down, a gain of 11 to the Ram 22. Fake to the back, throw to the back on a little check down middle throw. Johnson's proud of what he's been able to do as a pass receiver. All-purpose yards were part of his game at Nebraska.
Yeah, look how Garrett Nussmeier buys enough time and still keeps his eyes down the field, not fazed by the pressure in his face, takes a hit. But Emmett Johnson showing some shiftiness in the middle of the field to get what could have been maybe a 5-yard catch and play, but also able to extend it to get 5 more yards to get the first down.
First and 10, Chiefs at the Ram 22. Chiefs down 3. They have 1 timeout remaining. Again, they get the ball to start the third quarter. They won the toss and deferred.
You want to keep this 1 timeout in case you have to run the kicking unit on the field. You have the luxury as an offense to get out of bounds or throw an incomplete pass to stop the clock.
Ball to be snapped, far hash. Nussmeier. Slight knee bend. He's got 2 receivers to his left. Nussmeier in the pocket now throws it away, and the ball actually was hit, I think, as it released the football. Goes out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. And pressure by Keir Thomas again from the right side of Nussmeier.
Really impressed by Garrett Nussmeier and the clock going off in his head. There's been a couple of plays, Mitch, where he's been able to throw the ball away or get his checkdowns involved because he's got an exceptional feel for how the pocket is constricting and the pressure is upon him.
Second and 10 after the throwaway by Nussmeier. Ball at the Ram 22. A minute 1 to go in the half. False start, Kansas City.
False start. Offense number 50. 5-yard penalty. It's second down. The clock was not running. There is no 10-second runoff.
That's Pete Nigra. That's his second penalty of the game. And 7 penalties on the Chiefs here. All on the offensive side.
I think normally if this was a regular season game, you may see the Chiefs just try to run the ball a couple of times and try to end on a high note with accepting a field goal attempt. But preseason, not sure. Maybe you still try to make a push for a touchdown here.
I guarantee you that's what's in Nussmeier's head and heart right now. Second and 15 after the penalty. 1:01 to go in the half. Ball at the Ram 27. Chiefs down 3. They'll fake a handoff to Emmett Johnson. They want a screen to Brenningstool. 25-yard line, 20. And he's outside the near hash on a tight end screen to the 17-yard line of the Rams and a gain of 10. And that leaves 3rd and 5 at the 17.
Well drawn up play there. The tight end screen. Good yards after catch. And the Chiefs opt not to call that final timeout. See rotation personnel for the Rams. Some confusion. They'll call the timeout.
42 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Chiefs, who had a touchdown by Emmett Johnson taken off the board on a hold by Hunter Norzed. And Brenningstool, who was so productive at Clemson coming out of college, was not drafted, but he had 17 touchdowns for the Tigers and a school record 127 receptions. But a hamstring during camp put him on IR. We never saw him again. But Brenningstool is someone who will get your attention.
Yes, definitely. 6'6", 240-pound tight end. We got some big body guys out there. Obviously, Travis Kelce, we know about him. But Jared Wiley, 6'6", Trey Watson, 6'5", Mason Pline, 6'7" at the tight end position.
3rd and 5 Chiefs at the Rams 17. 42 seconds left to go in the first half. Chiefs down 6-3. Rams put up 5 men on the line of scrimmage and 4 others in the box behind them. Nussmeier looking right. Little wheel route right side and trying to adjust to the route was Cyrus Allen, but he got held up. And Nussmeier have an incompletion and 4th and 5 with 37 seconds, and Butker will run on the field and try to tie it.
I like them going into the end zone. Bump and run coverage. He just tries to run an out and up. Cuts up inside the defensive back. Garrett Nussmeier is thinking that's going to be a sideline throw to the back pylon. So Cyrus Allen, although he gained some separation, maybe fooled the quarterback there. A coaching opportunity for him there.
35-yard attempt for Harrison Butker. 88% career field goal percentage. And the kick is up, and the kick is perfect. Game tied at 6. I'm telling you, even though it wasn't a touchdown, a really, really, really good drive by Garrett Nussmeier to tie it at 6, and the Chiefs will get the ball to start the second half.
Some great takeaways from that drive. Kind of, shot themselves in the foot just a bit with a few of those penalties, Mitch, but some positives there. Emmett Johnson and obviously Garrett Nussmeier.
The drive, 10 plays, 42 yards, 3 minutes, but that doesn't tell the story because, to your point, they had to overcome several penalties just to get down in range to tie it.
Yeah, and that's part of the evaluation process as well, is when you face some adversity, how are you going to react as a unit, not just individually? So a lot on that film from that last drive that the coaches can evaluate.
See how Butker treats this. 4 offensive penalties on that drive. They overcome it to get 3. Now, normally in this situation, you'd kick it to the end zone probably and prevent a return. But this is where Dave Toub wants to experiment and see if he can cover this kick.
Yeah, there's nothing to evaluate if you kick this into the end zone. See what your coverage unit can do.
In the landing zone, taken far side of the field at the 3. Left side return, coming back to the near side. And the return across the 30, bouncing off the first hit. Chiefs are still chasing the returner, and they drag him out. As the returner was Benin Presley, played at Oklahoma State, and he gets pushed out of bounds. 25 seconds to go in the half, a 28-yard return. And the Rams playing Ty Simpson now at quarterback after starting Stetson Bennett. 25 seconds to go in the half, and the Chiefs tied with the Rams at 6-6.
And again, you mentioned what would normally happen in a regular season game. That's not the case here. Expect the Rams to try to put their foot on the gas pedal. They have 2 timeouts left. Try to get in field goal position.
Snap back to Ty Simpson. Pump faking, works the boundary, caught and out of bounds, stepping out at the 34. Just a gain of 3. Max Clare, again, highly taken in the second round with the catch.
There's Xavier Wampa, the rookie out of Iowa, coming up. A lot of physicality on display for throughout this training camp.
Second down, 7. Rams to throw from the pocket. They work near side again. This is caught again by Clare. Out of bounds, stops the clock at the 46. That's a gain of 11 yards and a Rams first down at 12 seconds to go in the half. The Rams timeouts left to go in this first half.
Yeah, we got to see some pressure up front from the front 4 specifically.
In the pocket, Simpson. Left side, near midfield, catch is made and out of bounds to stop the clock. As it was Xavier Smith with the catch, former Florida A&M Rat. But now it's 6 seconds to go in the half. They still have 2 timeouts, and we know the strong leg of Harrison Mevis. Mentioned that 61-yarder to beat K-State when he was a Tiger.
Jaden Kennedy out there, the rookie from Oregon, draft pick. They expect to fill the void at that nickelback position. Had a chance to make the tackle on the field of play. Allowed the receiver to get out of bounds.
Ty Simpson has the ball at the Chief 47. 6-6 tie. Left side throw is caught and out of bounds at 1 second to go in the half. Clare again to the intended receiver and makes the catch, this time on the far side of the field. Wampa was over there covering. Now what are the Rams going to do? Try a real long field goal with the thicker kicker? No, looks like they're going to go for one last shot at 1 second to go in the half, and the game tied at 6.
Now we see the prevent defense. 5 defensive backs all retreat to the goal line.
Second charge timeout, Los Angeles. 30 seconds.
They might put Mevis out here and give it a shot. The line of scrimmage is the 43 of Kansas City. It would be a 60-yard field goal. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football. You know what's kind of fun about this game? Calling the plays for the Rams offensively is Nathan Shieldhouse, who was the Simone Award winner as the top high school player in Kansas City when he was a quarterback at Rockhurst.
Yeah,
and then
their games while he was in high school at Rockhurst.
He was a stud. Then he went to Illinois.
Yep.
Had a good career, but he is a rising star in the coaching ranks, and he's the OC now for the Rams.
Yeah, he had some opportunities, some head coaching interviews this offseason. Good to see him. His dad, Tide Fact, Nate Creer, played defensive back at Iowa right before I was there, so I've known him for a long time.
They do not put Mevis on the field to try a 60-yard field goal. They instead will run a play from scrimmage with 4 wide. The Chiefs don't have their DBs all the way back, but they're going to put pressure on him. The hit as he throws, it's up in the air and could have been intercepted. R. Mason Thomas with the rush and deflected the pass.
Control of the ball to make complete pass.
And so that will end the half, but R. Mason Thomas with a great rush to jar the ball away from the quarterback. Ty Simpson went up in the air. Looks like Felix Anudike-Uzomah could have intercepted it, didn't locate it quick enough. 6-6 tie at the end of the first half of this first preseason game. Joshua Briscoe standing by with a Hy-Vee halftime show. Next on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Briscoe.
It's all tied up at 6 in the first half of preseason game number 1. Some good and some not so good from your Kansas City Chiefs. Let's go back out to Arrowhead right now and catch up with Danon Hughes. Danon, what stood out to you from that first half?
Well, I will say the last play of the first half is one of the things I was watching Joshua for in this game. Can we get the speed of R. Mason Thomas on display? I think of Nick Bonito and Jonathan Cooper and the guys that we have to face that are hellish off the edge against our offense. I want to see that for our defense. So R. Mason Thomas showcasing that on that last play was huge. Emmett Johnson showing he can catch the ball out of the backfield, get yards after catch. Our big tight ends also on display. All exceptional.
Thank you, Danon. Hey, you go get a drink. You go ahead and get ready for the second half, and we'll take it from here in the studio. I'll talk about Emmett Johnson because I couldn't agree more. One of the standouts in the first half. He ends up with 5 carries for 23 yards and 3 catches for 10. Frankly, I'm not sure that box score does him justice. You saw him look very, very comfortable out there in the first half. He looks like an NFL player, and even when you're going up against backups and some third stringers from a Rams team that's not playing a lot of starters, you want to see a guy who stands out, who looks at home on the field, and Emmett Johnson very clearly did. That's our first half stats update, powered by Yingling Flight. Just 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer. We'll take a timeout, come back, and take a closer look at what else we saw in the first half next, right here on the Chiefs Radio Network.
How to keep clean at a tailgate with Club Car Wash. Tip number 1, stand up and lean over your plate while eating to keep those gnarly nacho cheese stains at bay. And cool it on the dipping sauces. A single dunk is plenty. Double dunking is a dangerous game. The best way to keep clean at a tailgate, however, is to bring your vehicle to Club Car Wash on game day. Leave the messes to the masses in the parking lot and get game day ready with Club Car Wash.
Club Car Wash. Join the club.
Listen up, Chiefs Kingdom. It's football season. That means it's tailgating season. No one does it better than the experts at Hy-Vee. Elevate your tailgate. At Hy-Vee, you can find the perfect fit. From meats to veggies to snacks at any of our 20 metro locations. From the best burgers, brats, and wings to Chiefs apparel, Hy-Vee's the perfect teammate for your tailgate. At home or in the parking lot. Let us enhance your game experience in delicious fashion. Hy-Vee, the official grocery and convenience store sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Federal employees keep our country going, and GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. We were started by postal employees in 1937, and today we offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million providers and a health plan for every stage of life. That's why we've been trusted by millions of federal employees and retirees across the country since 1937. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
At First Security Bank, we understand the pivotal role financial support plays in transforming your business vision into reality. As your trusted community bank, we're committed to providing tailored business loan solutions to fuel your growth. Our team of financial experts stands ready to assist you with unwavering dedication. Visit us at 1541 Northeast 23rd Street or call 405-424-4341 to explore how we can best serve your financial needs. First Security Bank, your partner in progress, member FDIC.
Do you have college hours but haven't obtained your college degree? Finish the process and get your degree at Oklahoma City Community College. OCCC with Reach Higher specializes in giving you that second chance to finish your degree while keeping your normal routine. Maintain your normal work hours and still have time for your family. Oklahoma City Community College offers online and on-campus class options that can accommodate your schedule. Learn more by going online at occc.edu. That's occc.edu for Oklahoma City Community College.
Now, back to Joshua Briscoe and the Hy-Vee Halftime Report.
Nussmeier moves to his left. Ball gripped in his right hand. Looks down the field. Across his body. Caught. Remigio first down at the 40, 35, and gets to the 33-yard line. Nussmeier throws against his body. Almost a no-look throw for 17 yards and a Chiefs first down. But that's what we have seen, even starting with the rookie minicamp. Vision, footwork, quick release, and Nussmeier's got the Chiefs on the move.
That's our RE/MAX review, brought to you by RE/MAX, your residential real estate leader for 50 years in the kingdom. Really an impressive time on the field so far for Garrett Nussmeier. Not sure how much more we'll see of him until the reins are handed over to Chris Oladokin, but 12 out of 16 for 94 yards for Nussmeier and a couple of drives that were unfortunately just undercut by penalties. That ended up being the story of the game. If this game counted in the standings, we'd be talking a lot about how many times the Chiefs, particularly that second-team offensive line, kind of got in its own way. Lots of holding and too many times at inopportune times for that backup O-line. But ultimately, looking pretty good there for Garrett Nussmeier. Looking pretty good for a lot of the Chiefs rookies who have gotten some heavy work in the first half of their first NFL preseason game. Also, so far, it's good news for our halftime injury report brought to you by St. Luke's. From routine appointments to life-saving treatments, St. Luke's delivers exceptional care in every moment, all for Kansas City. Find a provider and explore care at stlukeskc.org. I say it's good news on the injury report because so far there's no news on the injury report. There was a little pregame issue with Kingsley Suamataia that you heard Josh Klingler detail right before kickoff. Ultimately, he was out there for what appeared to be his usual shift, and no one left with an injury that we know of to this point. Of course, after the game, Andy Reid will give us the official report from his side. Maybe the most exciting thing on the quote-unquote injury front is Patrick Mahomes. Again, the guys talked about this back in the first quarter, but Mahomes was going through essentially his usual pregame routine. He is fully suited up. He did not take a snap today. He will not set foot on the field in the second half, of course, but interesting and good to see Mahomes taking yet another step that way, kind of getting his feet under him and beginning to feel out what it will look like when he does take the field for the first time, whenever that may be. Several players, I think, stood out from that first half of action. Safety Jaden Hicks, trying to find what his role might look like for this 2026 season. He was all over the place in a good way for a safety leading the defense, standing out amongst those backups and third teamers. That's always a difficult thing to evaluate when you have players who you think are going to be playing with your first stringers when the season arrives. What do you do against quote-unquote lesser competition, not the ones that the Rams will be sending out there when these teams meet again in the regular season? But you want to see a guy look like he is the best player on the field, and I think Jaden Hicks checked that box a number of times throughout that first half. It took a little while to see rookie wide receiver Cyrus Allen, but then you saw him in a big way. The highlights you've seen from training camp, now we've got a couple plays like that in the preseason, including a play earlier in the game that was wiped out with one of those penalties. All in all, though, lots of good things to take away from the rookies and a lot to keep an eye on the rest of the way. We'll take our time out here, and the second half will kick off next, right here on the Chiefs Radio Network.
What would you do if you won $1 million every year for the rest of your life? Play Kansas Lottery's Millionaire for Life for a chance to find out. Top prize is $1 million a year for life. Kansas Lottery is a proud sponsor of Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
I love my phone, but not my carrier. What do I do?
Well, there are 250 reasons to join T-Mobile.
Like what?
You can keep your phone and your number, and T-Mobile helps pay it off, up to $800 per line.
So I wouldn't have to buy a new phone?
Yep. Plus, your plan price stays the same for 5 years on experience plans.
Nice.
Find your reason at T-Mobile.com.
Via virtual prepaid card. Card typically takes 15 days after rebate submission. Price guarantee on talk, text, and 5G data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply.
Download the Odyssey app to listen to your favorite shows, music, podcasts, and play-by-play from Kansas City and around the country. The Odyssey app. Available on your phone, desktop, and tablet. AUDACY. Ding, ding, ding.
This has been the Hy-Vee Halftime Report with Joshua Briscoe. It was brought to you by Hy-Vee. We help Chiefs fans lead easier, healthier, and happier lives. Coming up, Mitch Holtis, Danon Hughes, and Josh Klingler return with second half action. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football. Once again, here is the voice of the Chiefs, Mitch Holtis.
Garrett Nussmeier, 2 drives, 2 field goals to tie the game here, 6-6. As we're getting ready to start play in the third quarter. Let's go down to the sideline and get the reaction of Josh Klingler.
Yeah, Andy Reid just before halftime, pretty pleased with the way the first half went. Kind of singled out, as you mentioned, Garrett Nussmeier, and he said he'll get the entire third quarter. So sounded kind of excited, I think, like the rest of us are, to see what this rookie quarterback has in store. Got a lot of reps for a lot of people in that opening half. Obviously, penalties, a little something I think we can all point to probably clean up from that first half to the second half. In terms of weather, still remains kind of overcast here. The lights have been on for a good portion of the game, but it has really kept the heat in check. Again, it was supposed to be really, really oppressive today, but not all that bad down here on the sidelines as we speak. But guys playing a lot of reps, I'm sure they'll tell you it's plenty hot down here for a preseason opener.
Preseason games always say they don't count, but they matter. And so here's another lab for Garrett Nussmeier, wrapping around the half. You just tied the game, overcame penalties, engineering a game-tying drive. But as we said at the end of the second quarter, you're going to get the ball to start the third quarter. So how valuable it is for this rookie quarterback, even though, again, he's a coach's son, and but to have this experience of wrapping possessions around a half.
Well, it's huge. It's huge for him because he's trying to make a splash. He's trying to make a play for that number 2 quarterback position, even as a rookie. 12 of 16, Mitch, for 94 yards in that first half. And as we know now, he'll be able to kind of add on to that in this first drive of the third quarter. Justin Fields started the game 4 of 4 for 41 yards, but I'm very, very impressed with Nussmeier. Looking to see how he can go into the locker room, get some coaching, come back out, and be able to display more on the field.
Chiefs had a touchdown taken off the board. Emmett Johnson on a middle run, but a hold on Hunter Norzad took that off the board. Chiefs still got a field goal out of that drive. But we're tied at 6, and the Chiefs will have the ball to start the third quarter. The second half kickoff by Harrison Mevis of Mizzou is brought to you by the University of Kansas Health System, the official healthcare provider of the Chiefs. Get the best care in the kingdom from a healthcare team that goes the distance for you. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs. Now back, Amari DiMercato, former third down back of the Arizona Cardinals, and Jaden Ott, who has shown some real burst and good footwork. Ott was at Cal, had big years of productivity at Cal, spent last year at Oklahoma. DiMercato, 5 runs of 40 yards or more. He had the longest run against the Seahawks all last year against that flesh-hitting defense when he was an Arizona Cardinal.
Yeah, and that's what we desperately need, is that running back position to be able to be big-time playmakers and getting the chunk yardage that we have been desperate for over the last few years.
Kick taken now, and DiMercato fumbles it in the end zone, but he goes to a knee. It'll come out to the 35-yard line, so the Chiefs will take that. And Kansas City will have a decent start to this drive with a 6-6 tie. to start the third quarter of play. And Garrett Nussmeier, again, I love the fact that he's going to get the whole third quarter.
Yeah, I'm a little bit perplexed at why you would employ kicking the ball into the end zone. There's nothing to evaluate there for your kickoff coverage unit if you're the Rams, but it's good for us.
Offensive lineman mixing and matching. First down play comes to the right side. And this is Brashard Smith, and he will get a short gain as he'll gain 3 yards to his own 38-yard line. All right, offensive line, let's get this fixed. So at right tackle is Chu Godric. Remember, he had to play last year. He's the international pathway player from Nigeria. And at the right guard position is Pete Nigra. Caliendo is now the center. The left guard is Norzad, so they take switch places, and Esapole stays in at left tackle. Nussmeier's got 2nd and 7 at his own 38-yard line. Tight wing is Trey Watson, stays in the block. Sprinting out to the left side is Nussmeier, holding it, pump faking, and then just goes out of bounds. Maybe gains a yard on the play. He was looking, but the field got condensed.
Yeah.
Ended up being about a quarter of the field available for Nussmeier. So no gain, 3rd and 7 for the Chiefs at their own 38-yard line with a game tied at 6 apiece.
Jalen Royals out there at wide receiver. We saw some examples of how wide receivers can work on the outside edge of the numbers and get open. We need that here to continue this drive.
3 of 7 of the Chiefs on third down. Nussmeier has 2 of those. And 1 to Cyrus Allen. Protection. He'll dump it in the left flat. But Brashard Smith makes one man miss, but he's going to get a short gain and be short of a first down. He'll get to the 43 and gain 5. But Nussmeier decided to check down that throw. And the Chiefs will have 4th down and short in their own territory at the 42.
Good extra effort by Brashard Smith. Should have been stopped as soon as he caught the ball, but got some positive yardage. Thought maybe it would be a chance with 4th and 3 here that they would go for it, but they opt to run the punt unit on the field.
Matariza, laboratory to try to pin the Rams back. He had 1 punt to the 11 in the first half. Good snap by Winchester back to the left-footed Matariza. Angling a punt to the near side, taken at the 12, and trying to stay inbound, and doing so, staying inbounds with some nifty footwork was Xavier Smith, again the third-year player at Florida A&M, but a flag thrown on the play. Back at midfield, 30 yards from the return.
Not sure what this is. It looks like it's going against the Rams. Maybe holding down the field. We'll see here.
During the kick, hold by the receiving team, number 38. Penalty 10 yards from the end of the kick. First down.
That's Dan Villery, a rookie out of Syracuse, who was called for the holding penalty. It's going to back up the Rams to start this drive.
The penalty is half the distance from the end of the kick. Los Angeles' ball, first down.
So this will really back up the Rams to start the third quarter for them. The Chiefs were not able to move the football. This will start at the 7-yard line for the Los Angeles Rams. 6-6 tie, 12:54 to go in the third quarter.
Opportunity for the Chiefs defense here. Capitalize on the field position for the Rams.
2 guys in for the Chiefs up front defensively. Cole Christensen, the former Army Black Knight, is playing the Mike Backer. Handoff going behind right guard and slamming into the Chiefs is a gain of 4 yards at the 11-yard line by Dean Connors. Big running back out of Houston, Jaden Kennedy, able to step up into the hole.
Good to see Jaden Kennedy in the mix there. He's going to be playing more of the interior of this defense in nickel and dime. At least they anticipate that. He's got to be up in the mix in the trenches more than you'd like to see another corner as our defense.
Marcus Harris, Damon Payne are the interior 2. On the outside, V.J. Anthony on the left side, and Tyreek Smith on the near side with a 4-man front. Ty Simpson, former Alabama quarterback, hard running up the middle across the 20-yard line, and a first down as the Rams get up to the 22 and a gain of 11 yards, and that was Connors again. Just lowering his shoulder and shoulder pads, running hard behind a gap behind right guard, and Jaden Hicks had to make the tackle, but a first down for Los Angeles.
Seeing guys getting stuck on blocks at the point of attack. Amari McNeil is in there. Several new faces. Marcus Harris, part of the interior defensive line.
Connors will get it again, but this time he's engulfed. 1st and 10 from his own 22, and the Chiefs got penetration that time. As Christian Fulton, the veteran, former Charger, former Titan, battled injuries last year, came screaming in from his left corner position to get to the legs of a hard-running Dean Connors.
Dean Connors gets swallowed up there. Cooper McDonald, also a face that we need to be paying attention to, number 44. Between he and Jack Cochran for that other linebacker position.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 Rams. Ty Simpson to throw from the pocket. Goes to the right sideline. Its pass is caught by Max Clare, the rookie tight end. Xavier Wampa over there covering, a gain of 4 yards, and the Rams will have 3rd and 6 at their own 26-yard line.
A lot of positivity on Wampa's performance so far in OTAs and training camp.
Rams up on the football quickly here, Dane, and they're going to waste much time. 3rd and 6. Simpson goes right side. Catch is made, but tackled well short of the first down and covered very well by Deshaun Singleton, another former Nebraska Cornhusker and Hutchinson Community College Blue Dragon, who covered that, and a 3rd down. The Chiefs get off the field as a gain of just 1 yard.
A good closing speed on display by Singleton there. He's trying to run a pick play to get the first down, and the defense snuffs it out.
Big play by Singleton. Twice the Chiefs have now defended 3rd and short. Jacob DeJesus is back, the rookie out of Cal, who also played at UNLV. A booming punt. DeJesus, about 5'6", will take it at his own 8. Trying to get to the outside. He's tripped and falls forward to the 14. Big punt. 4.66 of hang time as the Rams punter unloads one, Ethan Evans. 6-6 tie here early in the 3rd quarter. 65-yard punt. The Chiefs will take over backed up at their own 13 officially. This 3rd quarter is brought to you by GEHA.
Federal employees keep our country going, and GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. We were started by postal employees in 1937, and today we offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million providers and a health plan for every stage of life. That's why we've been trusted by millions of federal employees and retirees across the country since 1937. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
This is Dana Hughes. In Kansas City football, we honor tradition, but we always look forward to what's next. That's why I'm all in for Flight by Yingling. It's brewed by the oldest brewery in America, but built for today. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, crisp, clean, and full of flavor, just the way a light beer should be. It's got the legacy and the stats to back it up. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer and the official beer of Dana Hughes. BG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
You deserve the highest level of health care. The University of Kansas Hospital is proud, once again, to be recognized as one of the nation's best by U.S. News and World Report. I'm Tammy Peterman, president of the University of Kansas Health System. Our nationally recognized and best in the region medical and surgical adult specialties provide world-class care with proven results. We're still #1, still trusted. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com/bestcare.
Garrett Nussmeier, the 7th-round pick out of LSU, has engineered 2 field goal drives for the Chiefs. The Rams also have 2 field goals, so it's a 6-6 tie early in the 3rd quarter, but now a challenge for Garrett Nussmeier because he's backed up at his own 13-yard line after the booming punt by Los Angeles.
Talk about getting thrust into just about every situation you'd like to see to evaluate a quarterback. 2-minute drill, backed up, 2 opportunities to put points on the board, and now the worst field position start of the game.
Nussmeier hands it off. It goes to Emmett Johnson, who pushes a pile forward. And after first contact, the former Cornhusker will get yardage out to the 18 and gain 5 yards, pushing Daniel Rickert with him up the field.
And nice blocking up front by the offensive line. Seen some backward steps, but Chu Godric, part of that blocking there, along with Mike Caliendo getting it done.
Johnson, the Big Ten running back of the year. 2nd down and 5 for the Chiefs. They're going to go off tackle near side and near a first down with a hard charging run. Emmett Johnson running hard, this time outside the tackle. Short of a first down, he'll gain 3, but the Chiefs have 3rd down and 1.5 yards. Again, backed up at their own 21.5-yard line. It's played 6 minutes, third quarter, 6-6 tie here at Arrowhead.
A little bit different than what we saw from Emmett Johnson in the first half. I'm sure he got some coaching. Plant that foot and get downhill. Don't try to bounce everything. He's able to get us in a more reasonable 3rd down situation.
Chiefs 3 of 8 on 3rd down. Give it off to Emmett Johnson, trying to wiggle free from a hit. He's got a first down, was looking for more. And EJ's to the 29-yard line, gaining 7 yards. And a Chiefs first down. They weren't messing around there. Emmett right up the gut.
Yes, excellent job of blocking at the point of attack. At left side of the offensive line, really doing a nice job opening up the door for Emmett to get that first down.
And the left side is Hunter Norzad, who was centering early. He's now playing left guard. And Esapole, that pile-driving left tackle. Chiefs 1st and 10 at their own 29. Played 7 minutes in the third quarter. It's a 6-6 tie. Cyrus Allen sprints in motion. Play action fake. Nussmeier, quick throw. It is wide and low of the target, Jake Brenningstool, and incomplete. But initial pressure from the Rams made it a quick decision and a difficult throw for Garrett Nussmeier.
Well, you and I were talking during halftime about how important it is to get pressure in the quarterback's face on bootleg passes. We haven't been successful at that against the Rams in this game, but that's an example of how effective it can be when you force the quarterback to get rid of the ball quickly and not string out that play by being able to roll towards the sideline. Offense has to be able to pick up those blocks.
Chiefs 5 seconds on the play clock. Nussmeier's under center. 2nd and 10 at his own 29. Off tackle left. Emmett Johnson across the 35. Near a first down. He's got a first down. He dragged 2 Rams who were on top of his back for a gain of 12 yards and a Chiefs first down at their own 41.
There's a difference between bouncing a play, Mitch, and pressing the hole. You hear that terminology in the run game where you press the hole, where you allow your blocking to get established and then you burst through instead of trying to use your speed to get around the corner like you may have had success in college. Emmett Johnson is able to press the hole there, allow his blockers to get more sustained, and then burst through for the first down.
7:17 to go third quarter. 6-6 tie. Chiefs double tight ends. They give it off Brashard Smith. He goes behind left tackle, and he'll get a decent gain as he churns to the 48 and gains 7 yards on first down. So Pole on that left side, along with Norzad, getting some damage done on the far side. Pole gets his hands on you, you're in trouble.
Yes, 6'7", 319. You mentioned Hunter Norzad, that left guard position. Mike Caliendo at the center, really getting the job done.
6-6 tie. Chiefs moving on the ground. Brashard Smith stays in at running back. Hands on his knees. Play clock at 12 for Nussmeier under center. Caliendo handoff. It goes to Smith. Stutter step at the line of scrimmage. Moves forward. Second burst. Gets to the left sideline on a first down at the Ram 45. A gain of 7 yards. So now the Chiefs in the running game are just peeling off decent run after decent run.
Yes, excellent patience on display there by Brashard Smith. Was able to leap over a potential tackler, get the first down. Love the establishment of the running game to start this second half.
Nussmeier's in a shotgun, 1st and 10 at the 45 of the Rams. Here comes a blitz to his left side. They hand it off, and it goes to Brashard Smith, who gets ankle tackled. He went to the side of the blitz and got past the defenders, but one shot at his ankles took him down after a gain of 3. As Nikhai Hill-Green got just enough of a hand on Brashard Smith to defend a big play.
Yeah, almost able to hurdle that last tackler there. Still, nice execution into the boundary as well as into the blitz.
6-6 tie. Chiefs moving. 5:30 to go, third quarter. Johnson back in at running back, goes off tackle and trying to get rid of defenders and gets across the 40-yard line at the left side numbers to the 39. He gains 3, and that was 3 hard-earned yards. He'd leave the Chiefs 3rd and 4. Tim Keenan was hanging on to him, rookie out of Alabama.
This may be a situation. We saw one in the first half where it's 4-down territory. So really doing a nice job establishing the run game here. Might run the ball again with the anticipation of going for it on 4th down.
4 conversions on 3rd down out of 9 attempts. Nussmeier's under center. Emmett Johnson leaning forward as the running back right behind him. 6-6 tie. They're going to run a toss this time. Johnson stops, starts, goes down, short of a first down by 1.5 yards at the Ram 36.5-yard line. Butker ran out there, but here comes Brenningstool instead, and the Chiefs are going to go for it on 4th down and 1.5 yards at the Ram 36.5-yard line.
Barring a negative play on that 3rd down, kind of had a feeling that they would go for it on 4th down, given the opportunity. Just over 1 yard to go.
6-6 tie. Chiefs going for it on 4th down. Nussmeier under center. Emmett Johnson's the running back. Chiefs with extra blockers up front. And a flag on the play. A false start.
False start. Offense number 64. 5-yard penalty.
Hunter Norzad. And he had the hold that took the touchdown off the board in the first half. 4th and 1.5 now makes it 4th and 6. And Butker's going to try a long field goal and try to give the Chiefs the lead. 8th offensive penalty on Kansas City.
A tough break for the Chiefs there. Costly mistake by Norzad.
This is going to be a 60-yard.
We're your home for Kansas City Chiefs football. OKC Sports Radio, KINB 105.3 HD.
The 59-yarder in the Super Bowl. Placement is down on the near hash. Spinning kick, a lot of leg through it, and it is good! Harrison Butker, the hat trick, but this one from 59. And at 3:52 to go in the third quarter, the Chiefs take a 9-6 lead. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Time for OKC Sports.
OSU, they hope to win their first Big 12 games in 2 years. Both teams are led by quarterbacks they think are NFL quality. John Mateer returns to the Sooners after starting last year. He'll go into 2026 as a 3-year starter after transferring from Washington State. OSU will start North Texas transfer Drew Mestemaker, who started for the Mean Green last season after never starting a game as a high school quarterback. In his first year ever to start at quarterback, Mestemaker led the nation in passing last year at North Texas, throwing for 4,379 yards and 34 touchdowns, completing 68.4% of his passes. OSU handed him a $7.5 million NIL payment. The Cowboys can't believe their good fortune. Mateer will make about $6 million over 2 years at OU. He says he's healthy after playing with a surgically repaired thumb injury in the third game of last season. Mateer has spent the offseason working to improve, watching film of all his bad plays, talking to Brent Venables, former OU Heisman Trophy winner Sam Bradford, and he throws from his right ear now, and his mechanics are better. Mestemaker says his are better too. If everybody stays healthy through training camp, both these teams should be improved, and we should see how they do in 2026.
59-yard field goal to give the Chiefs their first lead of the game at 9-6. With 3:52 to go third quarter, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football. I know to stock up for your game day celebrations at Hy-Vee, your Chiefs tailgate headquarters. Burgers, brats, bakery favorites, exclusive Chiefs gear at your Kansas City Hy-Vee stores. Hey, shop in-store at one of the 20 Hy-Vee locations across the Kansas City metro or online anytime at Hy-Vee.com. First lead of the game, Danon, as the, again, hard running here by the Chiefs. They had a false start that doomed them on 4th and a yard and a half, but we saw Brashard Smith and Emmett Johnson both run the ball hard.
Yeah, I feel like that had the handprint of Eric Bieniemy halftime coaching to establish a run game like that.
Right side return by the Rams, and they're across the 30 at the numbers as the landing zone was taken at the landing zone at the 3-yard line. So a good kick by Butker, and a zealous kickoff coverage unit cannot hold the Ram returner short of a 30-yard return. So the Rams now, trailing for the first time in the game, will have the ball to start this drive at their own 32.
I'd like to see touchdowns on the board, or at least more from an entertainment standpoint, but I do love the multiple opportunities of the kick return and kick coverage units getting opportunities in this game.
Chiefs stay with generally the same defensive unit as the last drive as Ty Simpson hands it off and breaking off tackle. Flag on the play is almost out the gate was Dean Connors.
Chiefs fans, upgrade your pregame experience with a tailgate suite. This VIP experience features an all-inclusive tailgate space with access to premium tickets and parking. Visit Chiefs.com to learn more and book your experience.
Rams 13, Chiefs 9, and give credit to Nathan Shieldhouse, the former Rockhurst star, who is calling plays in this game for Sean McVay. That was a really good play call, going away from the trips and kind of that one-man screen to the short side on a goal-to-go play from the 9.
Yeah, they had out the tight end on a one-on-one block with our linebacker there, and all you're asking him to do is, because it's such a short field, you're just asking, hey, just be in front of him. Just distract him enough to allow the running back to skirt through, and that's exactly what happened.
Josh Klingler has tracked down Creed Humphrey, the Chiefs All-Pro center. We're going to hear from him after this kickoff. Now the Chiefs down 4 after they led by 3, and the first Rams score since the second quarter. Omari Evans, lots of speed. Finished his career at the University of Washington. Jacob DeJesus also is back. And those two guys can run.
I would love to see DeJesus showcase his skills. We saw a lot of that at Cal, as you mentioned. Short in stature, but definitely a playmaker.
He was at UNLV before Cal, then Modesto Community College. Mevis kicks it away. He's been kicking for touchbacks, and he's going to get another one a yard deep in the end zone. DeJesus goes to a knee, and see what Dave Tope thinks of that, as the probably wanting a return from DeJesus. But for the third time in the game, Mevis has kicked an old-school touchback. All right, let's check in now as Josh Klingler has an opportunity to talk with our All-Pro center, Creed Humphrey.
7+ days in pads at camp. We know Coach Reed's camps are hard, but how would this one rate?
Yeah, no, it's been probably the most challenging since I've been here, but it's been great. You know, it's a grind, and everybody's approaching with the right mindset, getting a lot of competition, so it's been awesome.
All right, we had a much longer offseason than we all wanted. How did you make it a productive one and have it be a learning experience, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, get your body back as quick as possible, then you got to get back to work as soon as you can. So didn't take too much time off. Got back in the weight room as fast as possible and everything like that. So it was good, though.
Did you have kind of did you try to make it normal?
Yeah, pretty normal. Usually you don't have too much time to take off and everything. So for me, it was kind of just take off what I usually do and then just get extra work in.
All right, what have you seen from this offensive line so far? And certainly a fresh face. The rookie's been very excited. Exciting part of training camp.
It's been great. We got a ton of young talent, so it's been good to see these guys going out there and compete. Got to clean up on the penalties some this game, but it's something we can go look back and grow from. So it's exciting.
How inspiring is it when you see 15 out there and all he's had to do to get back on the field, and he's there day one?
Yeah, no, he was relentless this whole offseason. that's the kind of guy Pat is. He's a competitor. He's going to do everything right and get back as fast as possible. So it's been awesome to see.
The quarterback room in general, we've seen a lot today from the youngster Garrett Nussmeier. What have you seen from him and his progression? Very fast already.
Yeah, no, he's a gamer, man. He's a gamer. You can tell he understands football really well. He understands the schemes really well. So it's been fun to watch him, and he's a competitor. He gets fired up. He gets after it. So it's been great to see.
Good to be back at Arrowhead.
Oh yeah, great.
All right, thanks for the time. We'll see you regular season just around the corner.
Yep, sounds good, yeah.
All right, that's Creed Humphrey. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, my birthday brother, born on June the 28th. So Chris Oladokun threw a pass to the right side to Amari Evans. It was ruled an interception by Zach McPherson of the Rams after a 5-yard run. And they're giving the football back to the Chiefs, saying it was, a incompletion and not an interception. So the Chiefs have 3rd and 5 at their own 40-yard line, a break, because the Rams thought they had the ball in great field position on an Oladokun interception. Chris Oladokun in now.
A huge break for the Chiefs. Andy Reid was ready to throw the red flag, but you don't need to on a turnover there. So the officials corrected.
3rd and 5, Chiefs at their own 40, 11:55 to go in the game. Chiefs down by 4. Oladokun in the pocket. Now he's going to scramble. 40-yard line, 45, 50, and out of bounds. And the old South Dakota State Jackrabbit looks just like a jackrabbit, scrambling for 14 yards into Rams territory to the 44-yard line.
This is the avenue that we've seen Patrick Mahomes use, especially against man-to-man coverage. Man-to-man coverage, the difference between zone and man is zone, everybody's eyes on the defense is focused on the quarterback. Man-to-man, they're focused on their man. He takes advantage of it.
Chiefs again in Rams territory. Handoff goes to Amari DiMercato, the veteran. And he tries to go behind the block. The right guard and right tackle will gain just 3 yards. Again, DiMercato, a lot of time as a 3rd down back with the Arizona Cardinals with a lot of productivity.
Yeah, the productivity, breakaway speed, which is what we desperately need at that running back position. He's listed as number 2 on the depth chart. We've seen a lot of Emmett Johnson and Brashard Smith. We'll see more of him.
DiMercato, some big plays. He had the ignominious 71-yard touchdown. He thought he had a touchdown, but he fumbled before he crossed the goal line. He gets a call here, and he runs into his old NFC West nemesis, the Rams, after gaining 2 yards on a 2nd down play. Chiefs will have 3rd and 6 at the 41 of the Rams at 2:35 to 10:35 to go in the game, and a 13-9 Los Angeles lead.
Yeah, Bill Norton, the defensive tackle, first year out of Texas, made that stop there.
Played at Georgia and Arizona before he got to UT. C.J. Hansen in the game now on the offensive line. Oladokun just ran for 14 yards on 3rd down. He's got 3rd and 6 here at the Ram 41-yard line. Jaden Ott now. There's going to be a penalty. False start.
False start. Offense number 75.
Ethan Driscoll.
5-yard penalty. It's 3rd down.
2 holds and a false start. Rough day for Ethan.
A tough break again. Putting the offense behind the 8 ball with the penalties. Got to get your head into the game a little bit deeper.
Now it's 3rd and 11 for Chris Oladokun. Last year, 2 starts, remember. He could have won both. The Raiders game on the road, the Denver game here. There was a real opportunity to win both those games late in the 4th quarter.
Yeah. Slim margin between wins and losses. Chris Oladokun had opportunities last year.
Please set the game clock to 10 minutes, 9 seconds, please. 10:09. The clock will start on the snap.
Especially with the successes that we had
to 25 seconds.
In the previous year. Think about 2024, 12-0, including the playoffs, where we were in 1-score games and were able to be victorious. Just couldn't do that and replicate it last year.
Oladokun's been in this program for 4 years. He was signed late in camp in 2022. Chiefs pick up an inside twist. Oladokun running a corner route. It's going to be incomplete, in and out of the hands of Amari Evans. He went up for the football to try to get it, had it momentarily, then separated. McPherson was back there covering.
And
also, Or Kurian was back, or Nick Anderson there too.
This is the throw that we haven't seen Chris Oladokin make. Maybe part of the maturation process for him, but he fit that in a window, a tight window where Amari Evans could have made a huge play. Another missed opportunity by a wide receiver.
Rams just had a 40-yard punt return that led to a touchdown, and now a fair catch called for at the 12-yard line by Xavier Smith. And the Rams have the ball back with a 13-9 lead at 9:56 to go in the game. 33-yard field position punt, fair caught at the 13. This is the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Are you ready to get in the game with the Kansas City Chiefs and Shelter Insurance? You can win a VIP game day experience at Arrowhead Stadium, including tickets, parking, and a visit to the Chiefs radio booth to watch Mitch Holthus in action. Contact a Shelter Insurance agent and ask them to sign you up. For a list of participating agents and giveaway rules, visit shelterinsurance.com/get in the game for your chance to win. Shelter Insurance, proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Get in the game with the Kansas City Chiefs scratch ticket, only available from the Kansas Lottery. Play for a chance to win up to $75K instantly. Enter your tickets into the Kansas Lottery app for the chance to win Chiefs experiences. See kslottery.com for details.
Kansas City, it's the most wonderful time of the year, football season. Hy-Vee's ready to get you game day ready because no one does tailgating better than the experts at Hy-Vee. Make game day easy and please the crowd with a Kingdom Meat Bundle for just $30. The Kingdom Meat Bundle includes 4 burgers, 4 pork chops, 4 bratwursts, and 4 chicken breasts for just $30. Plus, score a 10-cent fuel saver with each Kingdom Bundle purchase. This game day, make your tailgate a victory with a little help from Hy-Vee, the official grocery sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Download the Odyssey app to listen to your favorite shows, music, podcasts, and play-by-play from Kansas City and around the country. The Odyssey app, available on your phone, desktop, and tablet. AUDACY.
I love my phone, but not my carrier. What do I do?
Well, there are 250 reasons to join T-Mobile.
Like what?
You can keep your phone and your number, and T-Mobile helps pay it off, up to $800 per line.
So I wouldn't have to buy a new phone?
Yep. Plus, your plan price stays the same for 5 years on experience plans.
Nice.
Find your reason at T-Mobile.com.
Via virtual prepaid card. Card typically takes 15 days after rebate submission. Price guarantee on talk, text, and 5G data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply.
Football is brought to you by Shelter Insurance. Find an agent for your auto, home, and life at shelterinsurance.com.
Well, the Rams get it back at their own 13, leading 13-9. They'll keep Ty Simpson in at quarterback, again the 13th pick of the 2026 draft after 15 starts at Alabama. Talked about Nussmeier, his dad being a coach and the coordinator of the Saints. Ty Simpson's dad is the head coach at UT Martin for the Skyhawks. He's been there 20 years, so another coach's kid on the field. He's under center here, Dylan McMahon. On first down, he's going to run a boot. That's surprising. Now he's going to throw it as a flag on the play. It's incomplete as he changed the arm angle of the throw, intending it for Mark Redmond.
Yeah, just a more creative way the Rams are running the boot. This is going to be defensive holding as they got fooled again.
Pass, holding. Defense number 22. 5-yard penalty from the
That's
previous
the rookie,
spot.
Jaden Kennedy, who's trying to battle to be a slot corner on this team.
Yeah, Jaden Kennedy just got caught peeking in the backfield with the action, and the Rams almost had a huge play. Actually, it was probably necessary for Kennedy to hold the receiver there. Otherwise, that would have been a big-time play made in their offense.
10th penalty on the Chiefs in the game, but that's the first on the defense. 9:50 to go in the game. Rams with the ball, an automatic first down at their own 18. They lead 13-9. They have the game's only touchdown on a 9-yard screen. A little delay on the play, and a pass is incomplete. Wide of the intended target at the near sideline to C.J. Daniels. That was weird, though, because that play didn't look like it was cleanly snapped. Weird timing.
That's one of the downfalls of the shotgun formation when you're trying to run a quick game on the outside. The timing just never seems to be in sync.
Second and 10 for Ty Simpson. He's got 3 wide to the left and 1 wide to the right with a single back. Simpson looks left all the way, and he's got a man and a pass caught by Mark Redmond in between 2 different Chiefs. And Simpson gets him out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 22 yards. And Jaden Kennedy got there too late.
Timeout on the field for an injured player.
And it's Kennedy who gets up slowly.
It takes a little bit of extra time, maybe the collision, like maybe a stinger there or something. They're going to evaluate Jaden Kennedy. It's good to see him walking off on his own accord.
In college last year at Oregon, he did not allow a completion more than 11 yards. Chiefs just gave up 22 there. He was at Tulane and Ole Miss before a good final year of his collegiate career at Oregon. 12 passes broken up for Ole Miss in the 24 season. But now the Rams breathing room in some field position at their own 40-yard line, leading by 4 at 9:22 to go in the game. Simpson again looks left, turns right. He'll throw it in the flat. He's got Dean Connor. He's out of the backfield, and he gets thumped out of bounds. First hit was from DeArco Perkins McAllister. He missed him, and Cam Arnold, linebacker, had to push him out. Gain of 13 and a Rams first down at the Chief 47.
Seems like the defense is out of sorts just a bit now. This is another example, Mitch, of guys having to make a play, not just making a tackle. You're down by 4 points. It's the fourth quarter. Inside 9 minutes left in the game, where you need pressure, maybe a strip sack, strip the ball from the ball carrier. Something big needs to happen right now.
Chiefs have no sacks and no forced turnovers. Play action fake for the former Alabama quarterback, Ty Simpson, and makes a catch to a diving receiver. And it's a first down for the Rams to the 24. Kevin Knowles makes the stop, but too late on Brennan Presley, and a gain of 23 yards, and the Rams are going down the field. All right, let's go down to the sideline, and we've got Josh Klingler with George Karlaftis and Chris Jones.
But you didn't get your wish. You had to play today.
I know. I played one play. I guess he wanted me to knock the rest off year 11. Give me a play out there, so I'm feeling excited about it.
That's the coach trying to make sure you knew your place, right?
Yeah. I guess after one play, you don't argue. You just go out there, and then whenever my number is called, I'm ready.
All right, George, was it 8 straight days in pads? I lost track after a while. I know coaches' training camps are tough. How tough was this one?
It was real. It was real. I think we needed it. Granted, given what we went through last year, definitely not trying to repeat it. I think it was 8 out of 10 days in pads, so it was real. It'll test you. It'll make a man out of you. So that was a great catch. But it was great. You go through it, and you feel good after you've done it. We're obviously a little tired and all that stuff, but I think it'll make us better in the long run.
Chris, I know I really wanted to be playing longer last year, but what can you take out of that longer offseason as a positive? How did you use it?
Well, for me, I was able to get my body back, my legs back under me, and looking forward to a new opportunity, man. And then in the way we wanted it to, we brought a lot of young guys in, a lot of special talent that we have, man, to help us improve, especially on the sack total on the D-line, and I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about some of those young defensive linemen and the start they've had to camp.
Peter Woods, he's continued to be a sponge, progress, him and R. Mason, and we're pushing them guys to the limit, trying to get them caught up to game speed, what it's like playing in the NFL, how you carry yourself as a pro, and they've been doing a really, really good job at it, man. I'm looking forward to this season and explore with those guys.
What can you tell us, George, about the defense as a whole that you've seen thus far? A lot of new faces, obviously anchored by a couple veterans like yourselves.
I think, like you said, we have a lot of new faces, so it's going to be, these games, these practices are going to be critical and vital for them, to get up to speed and all of us kind of going as one cohesive unit. But, it's been great. I think we're really motivated from what happened last year and not having a repeat of the last season. So guys are hungry, guys are motivated. There's a lot of youth. There's some veterans that know how it should be done. So I think we're in control of our destiny, I think, as a defense.
George, Chris, thanks for a few minutes. We'll see you on opening day, just around the corner.
Always a pleasure. We're looking forward to it. Monday night.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's Chris Jones, George Karlaftis. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, when you heard them say, hey, what a catch, unfortunately it was a Rams catch, and the Rams have second down and goal to go at the 2, leading 13-9 at 6:40 to go in the game. So thanks to Chris Jones and George Karlaftis. Ty Simpson is going to throw a slant pattern off an RPO fake, and it's incomplete. Xavier Vetter was covering, or McAllister got a tip on it, but Vetter was covering the slant. So now it's 3rd and goal to go. at the 2-yard line of Kansas City. And the Rams, this is a big play here at 13-9. If the Chiefs can hold the Rams to a field goal, keep them within a touchdown.
You love to see a guy step up and make a play here. You see the deflected pass on second down. Keep grinding.
Simpson will be in the shotgun here, and he's got the hard-charging Dean Connors to his left. Simpson wants to throw. Fires for the end zone. Caught. Touchdown to Dean Connors. An angle route coming out of the backfield. And the Chiefs have given up now 2 consecutive touchdowns to Ty Simpson and Dean Connors and the Rams. And that makes it 19-9 Los Angeles after the Chiefs led 9-6.
Safety there, Tanner McAllister, just allowed that angle route to materialize. The running back to cross his face, make a play.
Beavis will try the extra point. Chiefs were leading on a 59-yard field goal by Harrison Butker, and they would have had a 94-yard touchdown pass, but it was dropped by Jason Brownlee. It's an 8-play, 82-yard drive for the Rams. 3:24 off the clock, and the Chiefs are down 20-9. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Who's next up? If your middle school team has game, then register them today in the Super Prep Rising Star Middle School Basketball Tournament. We're inviting school teams and AAU programs, boys and girls, 11U through 14U, from across the region to compete for history. Who will become the first ever Super Prep Rising Star Middle School Tournament champion? Will it be your team? Register today and find out. Taking place December 5th and 6th at the TB Fitness Club in OKC. Register online at OKCSportsRadio.com. That's OKCSportsRadio.com. Or call 572-522-3569 to compete in the first ever Super Prep Rising Star Middle School Tournament. Powered by OKC Sports Radio 105.3.
Oklahoma City. Tune in live every Thursday at 6 p.m. to hear Super Radio with me, Miles Perry, on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. To hear the inside scoop on local high school and college sports across the state and the first-person perspective from your local coaches and athletes. Tune in live every Thursday at 6 p.m. to hear Super Radio on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. Super Radio is also streamed on our app at PPBCTV. That is PPBCTV. I'm out. Peace.
Well, what a drive for the Rams. They go 83 yards and get a touchdown. Back-to-back touchdowns have made a 9-6 Chiefs lead into a 20-9 Los Angeles lead. 6:32 to go in the game here at Arrowhead.
Well, what we've seen, Mitch, is a lot of youth on the field. Youth versus youth. It's tough to make it in the NFL, but you have opportunities to get on film and make plays. Defense has been behind the 8 ball in this second half. Give credit to the Rams. They've been able to execute their game plan, even though it's pretty vanilla with bootlegs. We've just seen a little bit of a splash of a normal West Coast offense with the angle route for the touchdown, but mostly it's just kind of been steady and almost predictable.
Penalties have been an issue. Dropped, probably would have been a 94-yard touchdown pass, then gets backed up with a 40-yard punt return allowed. The Chiefs down 11 are going to get a kickoff return here. Omari Evans, again, lots of speed, trying to break to the outside. Stops, gets a block, stops at the 30, tries to stay alive. May work at Washington, but it ain't going to work in this league. And he goes down at the 28-yard line. Evans was at Penn State before being at the University of Washington. Ran a 4.28 at the Washington Pro Day, but he was in Texas at Colleen Shoemaker. So the Chiefs down 11. Need 2 scores, and Chris Oladokun pressed into action last year, again in his 4th year in this program. Try to get something done here. 1st and 10. At his own 27, left side throw is complete to Jeff Weimer, rookie out of West Virginia, 5th school in 5 years with there. His gain of 8 yards. Chiefs signed him late. when some injuries predicated picking him up off the street. 2nd down and 2.
Mitch, I know this is not part of Chiefs football, but you and I were talking about just the high propensity of transfers in college. At the college level, you're sitting here announcing some of these guys that have gone to 2, 3, 4 schools. We may have another penalty. This may be on.
Offense number 73. 5-yard
That's on Waletsko, but he's saying, wait a minute. It looked like the defender might have entered the neutral zone, but it's still going to cost the Chiefs 5. So it's now 2nd and 2, 2nd and 7. I'll let you finish your thought.
By rule, the clock will start on the snap.
Yeah, it's just tough to watch when you have these talented athletes and they bounced around in different schools. I understand it's the nature of the beast now, but there's really no connection to one school.
Oladokin throws it in the right flat, caught by Jaden Ott. Again, lots of speed and some wiggle room, breaks off a tackle, spins, and gets a first down for the Chiefs to the 43-yard line, again to 13 yards. There were 10,000 transfers last year in all of college football.
Unbelievable.
10,000. I didn't even know there's that many guys. That counts all of Division III and Division II.
You know, it's going to be interesting. You know, you've been a part of the Kansas Hall of Fame, the Sports Hall of Fame in Missouri, and broadcasters. Like the schools, how are you going to have established Hall of Famers going forward where kids are just there for 1 year?
Nope. Oladokin's got time. Lost one to the near sideline, incomplete, but Jeff Caldwell's going to get a penalty on the Rams. Caldwell was pinned against the sideline, and Oladokin went that way. Looks like Az Hamilton is going to get this penalty.
They're saying it was uncatchable.
Pass was uncatchable. It's an incomplete pass. 2nd down.
That gets wiped off. So now it's 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs at their own 43, trailing 20-9 to Los Angeles.
One thing take away from last year with Chris Oladokin at the quarterback position, I thought he was playing the game a little too safe, trying not to make mistakes. And you can see maybe with the drafting of Garrett Nussmeier and acquiring Justin Fields, he feels maybe a little bit of pressure to make some plays down the field, just been a little bit less accurate.
Play action fake. Oladokin steps up. He's going to run it. 45-yard line, angling, short of a first down as he dives just past midfield. Chiefs down 20-9, but we are excited. Speaking of nines, how about 9-9? Like in Peter Woods, our rookie defensive lineman, and Josh Klingler is with number 99.
Thank you, Mitch. Well, what did it feel first time running out the tunnel here at Arrowhead Stadium?
I felt alive. I mean, this is a dream come true. It's kind of surreal, something that, it's probably going to take more than just like a preseason game in a moment to soak up. I'll probably feel it again when we come back here for the Seahawks and again for the Broncos. So, I'm just blessed to, be in this position, be able to come out here and, showcase my talents at the highest level.
Got a little bit of time today. What butterflies? You able to get those out a little bit? What was your feel of getting your feet wet?
I don't think so. I'm blessed and in a great situation to be able to, on board with a great organization, going against the best athletes in the world at their respective positions every week, coming into this thing, with training camp. So I don't think there were any nerves, man. Just coming in and making sure I execute my job and do my 111 for my team.
Talked to Chris and George a little bit about you earlier, and they were mentioning he called you a sponge. Yeah. Are you just trying to absorb everything you can from those two guys specifically?
Yeah. I mean, from everybody. Some things from Pat, Trav, some of those guys that have been around here for a little while, Nick Bolton, just being a sponge from all of them, taking little things from, as far as, how they approach games, how they approach meetings, just trying to learn, what fits best for me in my pro life and trying to learn how to be a pro and getting on a routine. So, those are a lot of guys that I, pull different things.
What did you know about this defense before you ever came here? And then now that you played in it just a tad, what do you feel like your strengths will fit with this defense?
I'm going to be honest, I didn't know a lot about this defense before I came here. I know that they won a lot of Super Bowls, so I have faith in that, with Spags being here. But, immediately once I got here, I felt like it's going to help me showcase, my versatility. I think that, a lot of people always say that there's a lot of mental components to playing in this defense. I think that's a strength of my game. So I think that's somewhere where, I can rely very heavily is, relying on the mental aspect of the game to help me make some plays. But, it's been good. It's been a great onboarding process. Chris is I want to say 8 years into this defense now. So it's been good being able to, pair up with him and, take knowledge from him and how he remembers stuff and how he goes about his business on the field and execute.
Probably a little bit longer than that, but we don't want to age him too much.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Spags. What are your impressions? What do you think of Steve Spagnuolo?
I love Coach Spags, man. Every day, he has a challenge for me, how he feels like that I can get better. You always need that constantly, somebody to remind you that you never arrived, and I'm very, very, very appreciative of that component of our relationship, but on top of that, he'll love on you and he'll tell you that you did a good job, when it's earned, so just having that tough love, is very, from the whole staff. Coach Spags, Coach Cullen has made me a better player just since I've been here and making me take the details way more seriously.
I know the coaches say keep stacking days, so keep stacking days, and we'll see you opening day.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, guys, that's Peter Woods. Back to you.
Yeah, the Chiefs are driving down the field. They just got a dump off to Jaden Ott using his speed and gets to the right boundary and all the way down to the Ram 12-yard line. He's actually right, Peter Woods, because it's 11 years for Chris Jones, but the first 3 were not Spags. So that just tells you how tuned in Peter Woods is. The first 3 were Bob Sutton. The last 8, Spags. So he's a bright guy, Peter Woods.
Yeah, very smart. There was just something about him. When we drafted him and got a chance to meet him at the rookie dinner during mini camp, he just carries himself. He has an aura about him that tells me he's going to be a force.
First and 10 for the Chiefs at the 12, and they wanted a swing route. It would have been a touchdown. Jaden Ott, but Chris Oladokun threw a Jacob Mizorowski fastball at about 105.3. The Brewers pitcher from Grain Valley, or Ott, would just float it out there, and it's a touchdown. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity. Great play on the prior play by Jaden Ott, but right there, we've seen that in the red zone.
20-9 Rams, 2:55 to go in the game. Chiefs are at the Ram 12-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jaden Ott is the running back. Pete Niger is now the center. Oladokun trying to keep the game alive, play alive. Now moving back to his right, getting 2 blocks. Little scramble play, everybody looking. Oladokun throws it away eventually. The plaster place, scatter play, whatever you want to call it, and the Rams plastered it very well. Chiefs are in the red zone, so play Kansas Lottery exclusive Kansas City Chiefs scratch tickets for a chance to win up to $75,000. 2:42 to go in the game. Chiefs down 20-9. They have 3rd and 10 at the Ram 12-yard line. Chiefs had a touchdown going this way, moving to our left in the first half, taken off the board. Chiefs have 3rd down here. Ball snapped at the far hash. Oladokun in the pocket. Steps up. He'll run it inside the 10 and gets spun to the ground. They'll say down at the 8-yard line. He gains 4. Needed 6 more yards to get a first down. He had to get to the 2, and the Chiefs will bring the field goal unit out. Why? You need 2 scores. You can't get 11-yard play, and a field goal would give you a chance to get an 8 posture if you can get a stop.
A good, smart decision. If you're looking at the scoreboard here, you'd love to possibly give this offense a chance to put a touchdown on the board, but as you mentioned, 2-score lead by the Rams. This made field goal will give the Chiefs an opportunity, potentially, to get the ball back and go for a game-tying touchdown.
26-yard field goal is good at 1:58 to go in the game, so that got a break and the 2-minute warning here. So Butker, 4 field goals made in this game.
Remaining in the fourth quarter.
And it is 20-12 Los Angeles at the 2-minute warning. Chiefs have 2 timeouts left. This 2-minute warning, powered by Ford. Compare your vehicle at your Midwest Ford dealers. Online at buyfordnow.com. Visit them today.
Federal employees keep our country going, and GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. We were started by postal employees in 1937, and today we offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million providers and a health plan for every stage of life. That's why we've been trusted by millions of federal employees and retirees across the country since 1937. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Crew. Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford Credit Financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
How to keep clean at a tailgate with Club Car Wash. Tip number 1, stand up and lean over your plate while eating to keep those gnarly nacho cheese stains at bay. And cool it on the dipping sauces. A single dunk is plenty. Double dunking is a dangerous game. The best way to keep clean at a tailgate, however, is to bring your vehicle to Club Car Wash on game day. Leave the messes to the masses in the parking lot and get game day ready with Club Car Wash.
Club Car Wash. Join the club.
Chiefs Kingdom. When you need tickets this season, buy local with Tickets for Less. Tickets for Less is a proud partner of the Chiefs Radio Network and your local source for Chiefs tickets, the all-inclusive VIP tailgate, and so much more. With some of the lowest ticket prices on Chiefs tickets, there's never been a better time to get to Arrowhead. Shop ticketsforless.com or the free Tickets for Less app and use promo code Chiefs Radio to save even more. That's code Chiefs Radio at ticketsforless.com.
Rams lead 20-12, 1:58 to go in the game. Let's pause quickly, 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football. Chiefs are going to try an onside kick, but this brings up a rule adjustment in 2026. You do not have to wait until the fourth quarter to try an onside kick now, like the rule was. You still have to announce it, though.
Yeah, continuance of tinkering the rule in regards to onside kicks. The nuance here is that you can have an onside kick throughout the game. You just still have to announce it, so no surprise onside kicks, as what was used to be a rule in NFL history.
The Chiefs will try an onside here. They need a recovery and 8 points. They have 2 timeouts remaining. So Butker puts the ball on the ground, not off the tee. The ball is going to be covered up by the Rams and recovered there. Got 1:57 to go in the game. Next preseason game will be next Saturday night. A week from tonight, we'll be in Tampa, and the Buccaneers will be the opponent. Chiefs go back to camp, though, Danon. Back 4 more days in St. Joseph, and right now scheduled Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in pads. That's always a shock to go, we're going back? Yeah, we're going back to St. Joseph. A test.
Yep.
Yes.
Not for the weak.
Ty Simpson's did a good job in this game. Very surprising pick, 13th pick considering all of the guys that were available when the Rams got him. And now a run up the middle and broken tackles and headed to the near side. And Jordan Waters gets a big hole on the left side of the Chiefs defense, a 26-yard run. And D'Arco Perkins-McAllister saves a touchdown.
And multiple missed tackles at the point of attack and at the back end. Jaden Kennedy was one of those missed tackles there. Just got to be more physical. This is more fodder, Mitch, for the film. The film doesn't lie. As a former player, that's what we were always taught. You can come to the sideline and talk about whether you were held or you didn't do what the coaches thought you did, but the film will tell the tale. It's a growing opportunity.
Rams run it again. This time the Chiefs do get a guy in the hole. It's Deshaun Singleton. And holds it to a short gain. Just 2 yards on the play. Stay tuned for the post-game report after the game with Joshua Briscoe. It is brought to you by Yingling Flight. Some things in this game that I really like the third down stops. 3 major third down stops. That was good to see. And then Garrett Nussmeier, I think, was such a positive. Even though he didn't get it, he thought he got a touchdown, was taken off the board.
Definitely some positive takeaways. Fortunately, we don't count wins or losses, as it looks like the Rams will take a knee in victory formation.
The Rams will get the victory with their playing their two SEC quarterbacks, Ty Simpson in the second half, and most of the duty in the first half from Stetson Bennett. And the Chiefs use their SEC quarterback, Garrett Nussmeier. Did a good job in this game, leading the Chiefs to 3 field goals. But the Chiefs lose their 7th straight preseason game, and they lose it to the Rams, who we'll see on Thursday Night Football, the first week of December. 20-12, Los Angeles with the victory. The Yingling Flight postgame show with Joshua Briscoe will begin after this on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Danon Hughes here. I've seen a lot of stat lines in my playing days, but these numbers, they caught my attention. Flight by Yingling, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, and all the crisp, refreshing flavor you want in a light beer. It's brewed by the oldest brewery in America, so you know it's got some serious history behind it. If you're into stats and taste, you're going to love this beer. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer and the official beer of Danon Hughes. DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Chiefs Kingdom, game day is more than football. It's a tradition. And for over 175 years, Morton's Salt has been part of America's flavor story. From backyard grills to game day tailgates, we bring the taste that makes every bite worth cheering for.